Walk will take it across the timeline, guarded by Hurd. Drives to his left side, beats his defender, backs up, fading away. Good! That may be a dagger. 59-54 with 1:08 left. Braden Walk coming alive in the overtime period.
Buffalo's basketball is on the air. Mountain View High School is ready to lead the charge in the 2019-2020 season.
Down low in the blocks, draws contact, and it falls. Lindy Herford back to the line to tie it.
Catch it all on your home for Bridger Valley Basketball, mylocalradio.com. Mountain View Basketball is brought to you by Auto Farm Chevrolet, the Come On In of Casper, West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, Plains Tire, Wyoming Dental Specialties, Trona Valley Community Federal Credit Union, The Store, and Blacks Fork Dental. Now, Buffs fans, it's time to head to the booth to join the play-by-play voice of the Bridger Valley, Jake Hibbard.
Welcome into the Sawyer's Disaster Cleanup and Construction pregame show, Mountain View and Pinedale. Tipping off here momentarily. We're proud to bring you the pregame coverage, again brought to you by Sawyer's Disaster Cleanup and Construction, water damage, mold damage, fire, and more. Sawyer's is there for you, 741-7000 or wilddisastercleanup.com. First look brought to you by Bradshaw's Glass Towing and Fitness. Whatever it is you need, Bradshaw's can probably help. Taking a look at these two teams, the girls are up first today. Mountain View sitting at 8-4 after last week. Pinedale at 5-7. Most recently, Pinedale defeated Kemmer by 18 points, a 50-32 final. And Mountain View finished off Star Valley 53-45. The night before, Mountain View fell by 1 point to Evanston on the road, 31-30. Worland beat out this Pinedale team by just 2 points, 54-52. So you look at a common opponent in Worland, it was a 2-point game either way. Worland defeating Pinedale by 2, Mountain View defeating Worland by 2. Should be a good one set up today. Looking at some of the stats, 35% shooting from Pinedale, 41% for Mountain View. Mountain View has the edge in most shooting percentage battles at head-to-head, but as we saw last Friday against Evanston, that shooting percentage can come and go. It's high some games and gets dangerously low in others. That was the case in the loss last Friday. Had they even shot within 5 points, 10 points of their season average, I would say, they would have been able to come away with that win. However, they shot just 18% from three and 32% from inside the field, for a combined average of about 29%. That's, like I said, they missed by 1 point. They're about 14 points. If they'd even been 10 points lower, probably could have come away with a victory there. Led by Haley Stevens, 15.3 points per game. Bailey Henstra, the leading rebounder in the post. For Pinedale, Roxanne Rogers has almost 17 points per game, and Molly Sullivan is averaging 5 rebounds. We'll take a break, come back with the starting lineups and the opening tip, as that's your Bradshaw's Glass Towing and Fitness first look on a Sawyer's Disaster Cleanup and Construction pregame show. This is a First Bank presentation of Mountain View Basketball on mylocalradio.com.
Hi, this is Chase Sawyer with Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction. Our company specializes in fire damage restoration, mold inspection, remediation and testing, flood cleanup, and biohazardous cleanup services. We complete each job to 100% of your satisfaction. Safety is our highest priority, and once we've completed your job, we ensure your home or business will again be a safe place to occupy. Call me, Chase, at 307-741-7000. Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Whatever you need, it's likely that Bradshaw's in Lyman can help. Whether it's windows at home or new glass in your car, truck, SUV, or semi, Bradshaw's has it. Tires? Yes. All vehicles, ATVs, semis, and more. Bradshaw's offers a 24-hour towing service for everything large to small. And the Bradshaw Fitness Center is open 24/7. There's more, so always call Bradshaw's first. Whatever you need, it's likely they can help. 307-787-3450. Again, that's 307-787-3450.
We hope you're enjoying this MyLocalRadio.com exclusive broadcast of Bridger Valley Sports. We love being able to travel around the state to bring the action on the field or court back to you watching at home. Let's face it, doing all of this would not be possible without all of our great sponsors. We appreciate the support the following businesses and individuals show to both Mountain View and Lyman Sports. Bradshaw's Glass Towing and Fitness. Whatever it is you need, Bradshaw's can probably help. The Come On In of Casper. When it comes time to cheer on your Buffs or Eagles at state, the Come On In is your best bet for a great night's stay. Auto Farm Chevrolet in Evanston. General Manager Dennis Lynch invites you to come and experience a community-driven dealership. Evanston Regional Hospital. Quality healthcare close to home. Bridger Valley Motor. Got a check engine light blinking? Don't guess at what the problem is. Take it to Slim at Bridger Valley Motor in Lyman. And Achieve Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy. No excuses, just results. Thank you to all of our Bridger Valley sports sponsors.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
An infected tooth can cause discomfort and serious harm to your health. At Wyoming Dental Specialties, endodontist Dr. Leslie Walker understands the complexities removing infected tissues from inside the tooth, which is one reason why you can trust him to provide endodontic treatment and root canal therapy. With a skilled staff and state-of-the-art technology in our office, we help save your smile and improve your overall dental health. Call today to schedule your appointment, 307-789-5608.
As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream it all live.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Welcome back to Mountain View High School, where we are moments away from the first period beginning. Sawyer's Disaster Cleanup and Construction pregame show. Cut short today, for a simple reason, as you may be able to tell at some point or other throughout this broadcast. We're working at less than 100%, but we are here and happy to bring you Mountain View basketball versus the Pinedale Wranglers. Starting lineups for Mountain View and Pinedale as they're out onto the court now. First for Pinedale, Maggie Mahanovich, Grace Davis, Roxanne Rogers, Nora Legursky, and Abigail Hawk. Tipping at the center circle for Pinedale is number 11, Maggie Mahanovich at 5'7". Tipping on the other side for Mountain View, Bailey Henstra, 6' junior, joined out on the court by Kylie Dellinger, the junior, the senior, Haley Stevens, and the sophomore twin sister duo of Emily and Casey Bugis. Mountain View in the home white jerseys, purple numerals. Pinedale in the hunter green with the hunter's orange stripes down the side. Pinedale wins the opening tip, and the shot missed by Davis. Rebounded by Dellinger. She's double-teamed. Casey Bugas doesn't see the pass coming, has to retract, go back and grab it. Haley Stevens with the basketball. 15 seconds into the first quarter. She drives in, floats it up, and says hello 2-0 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Gives me a chance to say hello to Kate Pollender, joining us on the broadcast today.
Hello, Jake. How are you?
It's great. How are you doing?
Doing great.
Number 3, that's Grace Davis at the free throw line. Passes back to Mahanovic. Senior with the KT tape on the right shoulder. The left wing, Davis up top to Legursky. She looks around, surveys the scene, pops out to the elbow, passes off to Roxanne Rogers. Rogers backs up, has 2 big braids going down both sides of her head, and she's leading them at 16.7 points per game, a 5'7" sophomore.
Wow, look at her go.
Rogers at the top, swings around to Davis. She'll give it left wing, and Rogers goes from the right block to the left wing, takes the ball, swings around, back up to Legursky. At the free throw line, Mahanovic has it. Bounce pass to the opposite elbow. Catch and shoot, rolls off the front rim and drops down. Nora Legursky with her first 2 of the game. 2-2 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Haley Stevens with the basketball. Across and against some pressure of Rogers. Dishes left side to Casey Bugas. She had a hot start to the season when she came in at the Rollins Invitational, trying to get a 3-pointer here. The first is off. She made 4 at that tournament, has not made 1 since in the 2 games last week, sitting 4 of 14 on the season. Dellinger takes the rebounded ball, tries to bank in a 3, misses again. Stevens collects another rebound, dribbles out to the left corner. Bugas at the top of the key. Dellinger dribbling around on the right wing, hands off right side to Bugas. She'll take it around to the left on the wing, scoop over on a curl around. Haley Stevens bounce passes to Casey Bugas. We saw all the confidence in the world, Kate, out of Casey Bugas, her first couple of shots of the season. Since then, the 3-ball just hasn't been there, though.
No, sometimes it falls and sometimes you can't buy a bucket.
Bailey Henstra down into the blocks. They get the ball to her, and she converts against single coverage. 4-2 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. 4-2, and in transition, Grace Davis tries up a 5-foot floater in the lane, no good. Ball rolls out of bounds, last touch by Pinedale. I think it was Abigail Hawk, the sophomore, last to touch it. Hawk listed at 5'11", the tallest player listed on this Pinedale roster. Getting the start today. Mountain View basketball. Bugas on the near sideline across the timeline, just has to toe going out of bounds. Back to Dellinger. They'll reset at the top of the key. Dellinger crosses over to the free throw line, gives back to Bugas. That's from Bugas to Bugas and then back to Bugas again. Swinging around to the right wing, Haley Stevens drives baseline, jump stops, runs into a triple team, draws a foul, and that's number 1 for Pinedale.
You got to love the confidence from Haley just going in. She didn't know if she was going to make it or not, but she was confident nonetheless, and they end up getting a foul off of it.
Always a shot creator. That's what she's looking for. Out of the break. Bounce pass into Casey Bugas. She fakes at the 3-point line, drives in, misses a shot short in transition. Rogers out left side to Legursky. Bank shot good, and transition bucket for Pinedale. Legursky with all 4 points for Pinedale. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Haley Stevens takes the pass from Dellinger, looks to Bugas, that being Emily at the top of the key. She immediately fires back to Haley. Haley to Emily. 4:48 on the clock, playing keep away. Down low to Henstra. Bounce pass looking for Dellinger, goes right into the hands of Legursky. On the run, this time from left to right, Pinedale has Rogers up ahead to Mahanovic. She tries to throw it into Davis. Taken away. It was broken up by Casey Bugas and picked up by Henstra. Off to Haley Stevens. She takes it across the timeline for Mountain View, going from right to left. 3-ball put up by Haley is in. 7-4 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. 7-4. Pinedale in transition again. Missing an open shot is Legursky. And a tied up jump ball. Possession arrow is in favor of Pinedale, I believe. No, it's with Mountain View.
You know, Mountain View was right there, and I don't know if they just weren't expecting it, but she was able to go right back and grab her rebound before Mountain View even realized anything had happened.
That was a quick transition. That was how they got their last points. And Mountain View was kind of back. They had 2 players down in the paint, but they just weren't really guarding anyone at the moment. Mountain View basketball. Haley Stevens fires over right side to Emily Bugas. 3:52 left in the first quarter. Stevens wants another 3 from the top of the key. This one rattles out. Henstra on the board. Put back off the glass in. 9-4 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Both of these teams played Worland to within 2. Mountain View won by 2. Pinedale lost by 2. Worland, one of the top teams, if not the top team for the girls in the western side. Mountain View has another team that could lay claim to that top team in the west, having beaten Worland and sitting at an 8-4 overall record. Down into the blocks, Roxanne Rogers collects the ball after losing it momentarily and puts it in from point-blank range. 9-6 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Turnover for Pinedale. Rogers steps through 2 players, Euro step, and tied up. Ball is just knocked out by Stevens. Stays with Pinedale, but no foul. Sadie Mitchell checks in for Casey Bugis. First substitution today.
Pinedale inbounds the ball. It's at the top. 3 ball, yes, by
Roxanne Rogers.
Yeah.
Kylie Dellinger to Bugis. Haley Stevens out around the right side. Crossover to Stevens. She loses it. It was poked away by Mahanovich. On the run from left to right. Turns around in the left block. Traveled with it.
Yeah.
And turnover Mountain View's way. Kylie Dellinger to inbound, but first we have a timeout. 9-9 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. 2:51 left in the first period on a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on K9 Radio, 99.1 FM, and online at mylocalradio.com.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
9-9 out of the break. Even score with 2:51 left in the first quarter here in Mountain View, Wyoming. Day 1 of the 3A Southwest Conference season. Girls action followed by the boys, scheduled to tip off at about 7. We're probably a little behind schedule. Already 5:50 p.m. here. Mountain View basketball, they went up 9-4, but it's been a 5-0 run for Pinedale since. Sadie Mitchell takes a curl around to Stevens. She dribbles to the corner. Hand off to Dellinger, stops at the free throw line to Mitchell, throws it, looking for Henstra, finds her in the glass, misses long. Rebound for Pinedale. Rogers passes off left side to Mahanovich. Into the blocks, and a shot blocked by Henstra as Abigail Hawk on the attempt. Henstra finally collects the ball, kind of floating around in the air. 2:12 left in the first period. 9-9, Haley Stevens with it for Mountain View. Emily Bugis on the right wing. Waiting for an underscreen to open up Sadie Mitchell. She gives it to Mitchell, who then finds Dellinger. She's blocked or stolen away, depending on whether that was a shot or a pass. Rogers on the run, tumbles down to the ground, falls over, ball rolls out of bounds, back Mountain View's way. .154 left in the first period. Haley Stevens to Dellinger. Kylie walking half speed across the timeline, passes off right side to Haley Stevens. To Mitchell. To the left corner, it's Stevens. Again looking for Henstra. She was fronted by Hawk. Airballs the point-blank shot. They're looking for Henstra in the block so far. It's given them 4 points, but the last 2 have been misses. Mahanovich steps into a 3 in transition for Pinedale. No good. Stevens takes down the board for Mountain View. Has a couple of runners. Tosses ahead to Emily Bugis. She'll back up, give it to Stevens to set up in the half court. Fakes a 3, out right side to Emily. It's a 3 from the wing. Nothing but net for Emily Bugis.
Well, if her sister's not going to hit it, she's going to.
Emily and Casey hitting about even clips on the season from 3-point range. I think that's the 5th of the year for Emily. Yeah, it is her 5th. She was now 4 of 17. Sister sitting at 4 of 15. Pinedale basketball. Nora Legursky looks for a back cut from Mahanovich, but Dellinger guards it. Swing around left side, Rogers for 3, no good. Into the hands of Henstra on the board. 38 seconds left. Bailey's looking for a passing mate. Stevens comes up and presents herself. 33 seconds left. Quarter number 1, 12-9 Mountain View. To Mitchell, to Dellinger at the elbow, back to Mitchell. Playing a little bit of keep away, swing around to the right wing. Emily to Sadie. Under 20 seconds left to play. On the right wing, it's Emily Bugas. Haley Stevens with it. 13 seconds. Pass to the right wing. Emily back to Haley. 3-point lead for Mountain View. Shot fake from Dellinger. She drives in. 12-foot floater in. 14-9. 2 seconds. One. And Rogers is fouled by Dellinger behind the timeline. 3 free throws upcoming for Roxanne. That was a bad move by Kylie there. You don't foul in that position. You guard her maybe, but it looked like she got just a little bit too close, and Rogers was leaning into it.
Yeah.
She did a little Ninja Turtle roll after that. I don't think we have to pay any royalties for mentioning that name, but I hope not. Don't tell anyone if we did. But you rarely see that foul called, but in that case, there was a lot of contact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
0.5 on the clock, 14-9, and Rogers to the line for 3, makes her first. Rogers 76% from the free throw line this year.
Not necessarily the person that you want to foul, but.
No, I wouldn't say so. A that's Mountain View. A 58% free throw shooting team. Makes her first.
Misses the second.
And the third is good. So 2 of 3 trip by Roxanne Rogers. 14-11 as the first quarter expires. Mountain View on top by 3 points. As we take our first break, we'll welcome you into the Reese Auto Service second period right after this. First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on K9 Radio and mylocalradio.com.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep. In the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
You.
14-11 on the end of one quarter. Pinedale trails Mountain View. Wranglers basketball to begin the quarter. Wranglers in the hunter green jerseys and hunter orange lettering across the top of the jersey. There, I guess Pinedale's kind of a hunter resort place, Kate, fitting colors.
I would say so, yeah.
You got the green, hunter green, and that's about the orange you'd wear if you're out hunting.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit darker. Mahanovic tries an elbow shot out of the break. Reese Auto Service bringing you the second quarter. Any engine, large or small, Reese is there for you in Lyman, Wyoming. Sadie Mitchell to Dellinger. Dellinger fouled Mahanovic at the end of the quarter, led to 3 free throws. Gave Pinedale 2 points out of the break. Kendall Herford turns around, gets a shot in the blocks, misses. Stevens picks up the board and cleans up the mess. 2 more points for Haley. She was slow going as she got into foul trouble against Evanston last week. She has 7 points already. Double dribble by Mahanovic. Turns it back over Mountain View's way.
I wasn't at that game, but from what I saw, I mean, she got in foul trouble and she just really couldn't come back, and the team tried to adjust the best they can, but when you take out your leading scorer to foul trouble, it's hard to make that up.
Hard to get into a rhythm, and she was also in charge of guarding Zosha Novikowski in the paint. A little bit out of her element, but they trusted her as their top defender against Evanston's top scorer, and it ended up getting them in foul trouble. Still a 1-point game. Rejection by Pinedale on the Mountain View side. Mahanovic takes it across for the Wranglers. Pinedale basketball, 6:54 left in the Reese Auto Service second quarter. Davis passes up top, swing around to the right side. Quick flash into the blocks. Legursky catch and shoot. Nice little flash into the post by Legursky.
She was wide open. She got that screen right around.
Get in, get out, and get the points and move on. Into the game is Sarah Kennard, a freshman, 5'0" for Pinedale. You might be able to find who she is.
I'm like, who's she? And then Dellinger moved. I'm like, oh, there she is.
6:23 left. Mountain View basketball. Sadie Mitchell tries a long corner 2, misses. Bugas goes over the back of Mahanovic and called for the foul. 16-13, Mountain View on top.
It's their third team foul?
I think just their second.
That's what I didn't know if that's already been updated or not.
Yeah, I have one for Pinedale and 2. I don't even have the other one for. Oh, it was Dellinger at the buzzer. That was the only other foul.
Okay.
Clean game so far.
Yeah.
Or letting them play it, however you want to look at it.
I would like to look at it as they're letting them play. I think that's funner.
Yeah, I agree. It's conference time. Gets a little rougher. Nora Legursky at the top of the key. Swings around left side to Grace Davis. Looking to the post. Turn around. Into the blocks. Henstra fouls. And headed to the line, it's Emma Rogers. Oh, never mind.
That was on.
It was on Rogers herself. That she pushed off, or kind of hooked Henstra, was the call by the referee.
All right.
So never mind. It's against Emma. I haven't seen that call this year.
No.
Rogers, a 5'10" junior. On the Mountain View side, ball knocked out of bounds. Stays with Mountain View. Casey Bugas to inbound. Looks for Dellinger. Bugas pops out on the screen. And Emily grabs it. 5:44 left in the Reese Auto Service second. Off to Casey. She drives in, elbow shot. Quick release, just a little long though. Falls out, but into the hands of Stevens on the putback. Good. 9 points for Haley Stevens. Already beyond halfway to her season average. 5:29 left. Mahanovic running with the basketball. Tries to throw it, but it's picked off by Bugas. Emily to Kylie in transition. No. Emily comes down with the board. Off to Casey. Long two. Rattles out. No good. And out of bounds off of Dellinger. Back to Pinedale. Well, I like that course of events for Mountain View getting the steal. They just can't find the bucket.
No.
Timeout taken by Pinedale. 18-13. Mountain View on top on a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com. 18-13 on the Benedict's Market and True Value Board.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
Reese Auto Service second period. Number to call for Reese is 307-747-6450. Here in Mountain View, day one of the Southwest Conference season. Both of these teams looking to get off to a quick start. You don't have much time. It's Pinedale basketball. Only 6 conference games in all will be played. You play each of the 3 opponents in the conference twice. Casey Bugas steals away from Rogers. Taking up the right side, hard off the body of Mahanovic. The shot misses. All clean. Rogers comes away with the board, but Casey again with the steal. 2 steals back-to-back for Casey Bugas. And how did Pinedale call a time? They called a timeout? Wait, what? Okay, there was, what? The Pinedale coach called a timeout, and then they stopped playing, and then I think they said they couldn't call a timeout?
Yeah.
But they didn't have the ball.
No. I mean, he was right. It was just, I don't know if he got confused.
Okay. Well, either way, it's 18-13 on the Benedict's Market and True Value Board. Ball back in play. Stevens off right side to Casey, then to Haley, who runs to the right corner. Looking around, puts the rock on the ground once with her left hand. Gives off, loft pass from Bugas to Dellinger, looking to Henstra. Double team, no good on the shot. Pinedale rebound, Mahanovic. Passes up ahead to Rogers on the right wing, flash into the post. It's Hawk spinning around to Legursky. Elbow shot, no good. Rebound is into the Mountain View hands of Henstra, but she's tied up with Hawk. And it's either a jump or a foul. It looks like a foul on Abigail Hawk. Foul number 3 on Pinedale.
That was again on Emma. That's her second.
2 of the 3 fouls for Pinedale. 5 fouls between the 2 teams. We called a game 2 weeks ago. 5 fouls, I think, in the first 35 seconds.
Yeah, it was a rough game in the beginning.
Casey Bugas to Stevens. To the middle, Kylie Dellinger. 8-foot shot off the glass, misses off to the left. Mahanovic rebounds for Pinedale. Crosses over, continuing to run. Tries to go all the way. Fouled on the side of her right shoulder. As she misses the shot, there's 2 free throws upcoming on Casey Bugas. And you see Mahanovic really trying to push the tempo, even if the defense is getting back. I think she's been right for some of the time is that if she can run with it, they're not going to be set and expecting her to be coming right at as she makes the first. However, Bugis, who picks up her second foul, has twice or maybe even 3 times stolen the ball as she's tried to run with it. So
I think it works well when you have the ability to do it, but sometimes when you dribble into that much traffic or just go right at someone, it's not always the smartest move to do.
18-15 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Mountain View leads. 3:54 left in the second period, brought to you by Reese Auto Service. Ooh, long loft pass front to the right corner. Emily Bugis toes the sideline to keep it in play. Gives off to Stevens, then back to Emily. Emily with 1-3 ball already today. Hands off on a curl to Dellinger. She goes to work on the dribble. Scoop over to Haley. 3:35 left in the quarter. 18-15 the score. Here in Mountain View, Wyoming, we'll be back with Lyman tomorrow against Pinedale. Long 3 by Emily, no good. Good box out by Nora Ligursky. She comes up with the board, but then throws it away into the hands of Haley Stevens. Fires down to Mitchell, who gets it knocked away from her and out of bounds. Last touch by Mahanovic, the ruling, so it's Mountain View basketball to the right of their own basket on the baseline. Kylie Dellinger passes to Mitchell. Shot up and drained it right down the pipe. Nothing but net for Sadie Mitchell. First 2 for Mitchell, 20-15 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Grace Davis to the top of the key. Nora Ligursky, left side. Rogers had her foot on the line, so it's a long 2. 20-17 the score. Rogers averaging 17 per game, had 2, 5, 6, 7 in the first. She's got 9 in the contest, tied with Haley Stevens for the game high. Stevens with the basketball over a left wing. Quick shot to the elbow, and Kylie Dellinger hits a shot from about 6 to 8 feet.
The last couple of minutes, it seems like every trip down, someone's scoring the ball.
Pinedale basketball, bounce pass back to Rogers into the lane. Shot up and good, and another scoring possession in a row. Roxanne Rogers has 11. First into double digits for either side. Throw across from Dellinger, intended for Emily, knocked out. A bounce by Pinedale. It was Roxanne Rogers getting a hand on it. 2:21 left as we see Jada Kennison, Mountain View's 5'2" freshman, check in for the first time today. Kennison had a good fourth quarter against Evanston last week. Struggled in the second and third, but made up for it with that final 8-minute stretch. Stevens catch and shoot from the top of the key, misses long. Emily reads the rebound in, steps through the defense, and gets fouled by Davis. I like how she stepped through there and forced the contact of Grace.
Sometimes that's hard to do when you don't always want that contact, but she did it well.
She's also a good rebounder at 5'4" because she watched the ball come off and she chased it down. She anticipated where it would come in at. Emily finds Haley Stevens under the baseline. Off to Mitchell on the right elbow, to the free throw line, off Kennison. She dribbles, under 2 minutes to play in the Reese Auto Service second period. Emily Bugis dribbles right side, off to Stevens on the wing. Standing on the O of the Buffaloes on the right sideline. Stevens catches it. Back to Bugis at the top of the key. 2 dribbles, then off to Kennison. 1:45 left, 22-19 the score on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Mountain View leads Pinedale. Night 1 of the 3A Southwest Conference play. Bugis dribbles, back over right side to Haley, then to the corner. Looking for Henstra, she overthrows her, but Ligursky taps it out of bounds. I haven't seen this much methodical play in a while for Mountain View. They're trying to get around that zone.
I know.
I think better than expected length out of Pinedale. I didn't know. You see the height. They've got long arms. They use it well. They're good defensively. Missed shot by Kennison at the elbow. Knocked out of bounds on the rebound attempt by Stevens. Pinedale basketball moving from left to right. Dellinger for Mountain View replaces Kennison. So a quick 1-minute run for Jada. Roxanne Rogers takes the inbound, gives it back to Maggie Mahanovic. Crossover with the left hand. Stevens comes out to guard her, looks into the lane for Rogers, but Bugis grabbed her as the pass was going into her hands. Foul number 4 for Mountain View is all. First on Emily. Casey sitting with 2. 3 between the Bugises. Out right side, Grace Davis looks to Mahanovic, bounces it off her foot, turnaround shot short by Mahanovic. Rebound to Legursky. Stays with Pinedale. Rogers drives in. 15-footer is fouled. Back to the line, Roxanne.
She's 2 of 2 from the line, isn't she?
Yep.
3 of 2. My bad.
2 of 3, you mean?
Yeah.
And those are the only free throws other than Mahanovic had 2.
Mm-hmm.
None for Mountain View in the first half. She makes her first. 12 points for Roxanne.
You can see why she's their number 1 go-to scorer. She's confident in the lane. She's a good shooter.
Makes 2 of 2. 22-21, 1-point game. Toss ahead to Emily Bugas. She'll stop, throw it up from 13, and it's good. Emily Bugas, 5 points in the game. 51 seconds left. 24-21 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Mahanovic to Davis. Back to Mahanovic. Swing around right side. Legursky has it on the corner. Mahanovic finds Davis. Long 2. Misses long. Sadie Mitchell grabs the board for Mountain View. Coach Moretti coming out to about the half-court line to call out an offensive play for her team, but it won't ever come to be. Dellinger overthrows Emily. And out of bounds. It was a half-court pass from Kylie.
She tried.
You know, Coach Moretti said, that's not what I wanted. We were trying to set up a play there. Bounce pass to Legursky, and it's open. Mahanovic on the assist, and quick dribbling by Mahanovic drew the defense in onto her. Opened up Legursky. She found the open lady, and 2 more points on the board for Pinedale. They take the, no, they're down by 1. 24-23 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Dellinger overthrows Henstra. She's being fronted, and they're trying to toss it, but it's going a little long sometimes, a little short. Others, they may have to try something different or just stay away from there at the moment. I know what they're thinking. At the end of the half, 24-23, Mountain View escapes with the lead despite a couple of late turnovers. 1-point lead over Pinedale on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. This is a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on mylocalradio.com.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
Trona Valley Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial institution. When you become a member, you are an owner of the credit union. We believe in people over profit, and that impacts the way we do business from our overall structure down to the smallest detail. Our philosophy sets us apart, and we're here for you. Earn more with our high-yield checking account, start a savings goal, check out our competitive loans, and much more. Become a member today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. Member NCUA.
Sometimes getting the whole family scheduled for a dental appointment is hard. Different days, different times, and then how do you pay for it all? These problems have been solved by Black's Fork Dental in Mountain View because we serve patients of all ages. It's easy to schedule the whole family on the same day, so you just make one trip. We accept most insurances, and if you don't have insurance, we offer an in-house discount so the whole family can have a healthy smile. Don't wait. Call today. Black's Fork Dental in Mountain View, 307-782-3630.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Weststar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Weststar Printing, 307-789-5202.
At the half, it's 24-23. Mountain View leads. Pinedale, but a couple of late turnovers took what could have been a multi-possession lead and took it down to 1. Leading the way for the Buffaloes. 9 points for Haley Stevens, 5 from Emily Bugis, 4 by Kylie Dellinger, 4 from Bailey Anstra, and 2 by Sadie Mitchell. For Pinedale, led with 13 by Roxanne Rogers, 8 from Nora Ligursky, and 2 by Maggie Mahanovich. Kate, get a little more in-depth with those stats if you can.
All right. Right now, sitting at the field goal percentage for Mountain View, they're sitting at 39%. Pinedale sitting at 44%. For Mountain View, they are shooting 41% from 2, 33% from 3. They haven't shot any free throws, so there's nothing there.
Nothing to say there.
They have 12 rebounds, 6 turnovers, 3 steals, and 1 block. For Pinedale, they're sitting at 47% from 2, 33% from 3, 86% from the free throw line. They have 13 rebounds, 5 turnovers, and 2 steals.
So you ran it through all there. Break us down a little bit, the rebounding differential between the two teams in that first half.
So right now, Pinedale is sitting a little bit ahead. They're 1 ahead at 13-12.
On the turnover side?
I thought you said the
No.
Sorry.
Yeah,
on the turnover side,
yep.
Mountain View is sitting at 6 turnovers, whereas Pinedale is sitting at 5.
At 5, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess a couple of late ones by Mountain View. They had 2 in a row. Is there anything? Yeah. There's not been many fouls.
No.
It's not been
they're
many
doing
turnovers.
Good that way.
There has been better shooting than we saw, as I mentioned. What did we have? Let me do that math real quick, as that Evanston game was an anomaly. I have not seen Mountain View shoot the ball that poorly all year long. And they shot 18% from 3. Let's see, 11. Do some basic math on the air here. 11 plus 31 is 42. And then 11 divided by 42. They shot 26%.
Wow.
Last week in a 1-point loss to Evanston. And then they defeated Star Valley the next day, shooting about their season average of 41.
Mm-hmm.
So it just comes and goes. You see that every now and again from this team. But today I'd say the shooting's kind of back in order.
Yeah.
Maybe a player here or there still trying to get it working, though.
I would say so. And you got to consider that when Haley Stevens gets taken out early because of foul trouble, that can really mess with the whole team's head that, oh, our best player isn't in, what are we going to do? And then shooting just sometimes goes down the toilet a little bit, and you got to try to flush it back out, and you got to get that Drano, and you got to pull it back out. I know, it was a bad analogy, but you know what? just keep with me here.
Before that Evanston game, their previous low shooting day was 33% against Worland. So that shows you that the floor has been pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
As you look around girls basketball this year, even at the 4A level, the shooting percentage, Mountain View is towards the top in all teams in the state. Boys are warming up right now. They'll come our way in about an hour from now as it's halftime here. Mountain View 24, Pinedale 23 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. We'll take a break and see you for the third quarter on this First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com with the simulcast on KNY and 99.1 FM.
Hi, this is Chase Sawyer with Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction. In addition to our cleanup and restoration services, we also offer new construction and remodeling. We can help with a newer kitchen, bathroom, a garage, deck, or a new addition to your home. We provide accurate, itemized estimates with no hidden fees or extra charges, and we complete each job to 100% of your satisfaction. Call us today at 307-741-7000. Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction.
Whatever you need, it's likely that Bradshaw's and Lyman can help. Whether it's windows at home or new glass in your car, truck, SUV, or semi, Bradshaw's has it. Tires? Yes. All vehicles, ATVs, semis, and more. Bradshaw's offers a 24-hour towing service for everything large to small. And the Bradshaw Fitness Center is open 24/7. There's more, so always call Bradshaw's first. Whatever you need, it's likely they can help. 307-787-3450. Again, that's 307-787-3450.
The Wyoming Prep Podcast on the radio is back for another year with a bit of a twist. Join me, Jake Hibbard, as I transition from covering Evanston and becoming the voice of the Mountain View Buffs and Lyman Eagles. I'll be live every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. with news, analysis, and guests as we focus on the Bridger Valley and beyond. We'll cover the happenings around the area and across the state landscape. We would also like to welcome onto the show as a regular this year, Dennis Lynch of Auto Farm Chevrolet. Join us every Wednesday on KNY on 99.1 FM in the Evanston listening area for the Wyoming Prep Podcast on the radio. If you can't catch it then, don't worry. We'll post all the episodes up to mylocalradio.com, or you can also find it by searching and subscribing to the Wyoming Prep Podcast on iTunes or Google Play. The Wyoming Prep Podcast on the radio, presented by Auto Farm Chevrolet, every Wednesday, August through March on KNY 99.1 FM in Evanston, or online anytime at mylocalradio.com, or of course at the Wyoming Prep Podcast on wherever you get your podcasts. The Wyoming Prep Podcast on the radio. Come join in on the fun.
We hope you're enjoying this mylocalradio.com exclusive broadcast of Bridger Valley Sports. We love being able to travel around the state to bring the action on the field or court back to you watching at home. Let's face it, doing all of this would not be possible without all of our great sponsors. We appreciate the support the following businesses and individuals show to both Mountain View and Lyman Sports. Jeff Piper and Farmers Insurance in Evanston. Whether it's home, life, renters, auto, or more, Jeff Piper is your one-stop shop for all of your insurance needs. Black's Fork Dental, top-of-the-line dentistry available right in your backyard. Thank you to all of our Bridger Valley sports sponsors.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
$24-23 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Starters at the beginning of the third quarter for Mountain View, looking down the line, and it looks like the same is the two Bugas sisters, Casey and Emily. Haley Stevens sitting down, as well as Bailey Henstra and Kylie Dellinger. For Pinedale, they break the circle and head out to the court first, and starting five looks the same for them as well, with Abigail Hawk. She played a couple of minutes in the first, and I think that was about all we saw of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Hawk, Grace Davis, Mahanovic, Ligursky, and Roxanne Rogers on the court for Pinedale. Mountain View basketball moving from left to right. Bounce pass into the lane, and Dellinger throws it into the hands of Hawk. She does a barrel roll side to side. Grace Davis has her pocket picked by Casey Bugas. Bugas on the run for Mountain View, crosses over, finds Stevens on the right wing. Dribbles into a double team, back to Casey. Keep an eye out for the Dr. McKay Franklin precision play of the game. 1-point contest here between Mountain View and Pinedale. Opening night of Southwest Conference play between these two teams. Lander already got started off with a victory. I think that was on Tuesday. They started off their conference play against Lovell. That was on the northwest side. Rogers with a steal for Pinedale, and 2 points in. They take a lead, 25-24. Rogers up to 15 points in the game. What's she shooting?
Rogers, right now, she is shooting 63% field goal percentage. Is her field goal percentage.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
Steal again, and bad passing lanes, or good passing lanes, I guess, if you're the defense. As Pinedale gets it back. Grace Davis stabbed at by Bugas. Bounce pass into the blocks. Hawk steps through past Henstra. Misses hard. Loose ball. Tied up. Bugas has it. Throws it off to her right. And a whistle blown as she does. Foul on Grace Davis. So 1 minute and 20 seconds. We see our first foul in half number two. Saw just, I think, 5 or 6 combined fouls. I think maybe 6 combined fouls in the first half. A throwaway. Haley Stevens over tosses Casey Bugas. We've seen a lot of that from the middle of the court to the sideline, going from one end to the other, just throwing the ball away. Taking timeout is Mountain View, 32nd. We'll be back in 30 seconds on a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on mylocalradio.com. 25-24 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Mountain View over Pinedale.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
25-24, Pinedale on top here in quarter number 3. And with the basketball, Rogers to Legursky at the right wing. Over to the left side, Davis drives a 3. Air ball out of bounds. Back to Mountain View.
You know, if you're a player and you do that, that always sucks. Knowing that it airballed and it looked good at first and it just...
You thought it would be good and then you just... All your hopes and dreams are crushed as you see it floating off to the left. Dellinger moving from left to right. Casey Bugis with the basketball. Got the pass from Dellinger. Kylie coming around on a down screen. Haley Stevens switches positions with her. Gets the basketball on the right wing. Under 6 to play in the third quarter. Toss up for Emily Bugis. Baseline drive. Stop and pop. Hits it off the side of the backboard. Henster on the board. Gets topped by Mahanovic. Into the possession. Stays, though, with Mountain View. Casey Bugis chased that one down. Haley Stevens with the basketball. 1-point deficit for Mountain View in their home opener of the conference season. They're in Big Piney tomorrow.
You know, this 3-2 zone is really giving Mountain View a tough time trying to get around it and figure out what to do and what offense to play to get in there and score.
They have not had much success driving in or finding too much space on either corner. Casey Bugis tries a wing 3, drains it. Finally found just a little bit of space, and she took the shot as soon as she got the pass.
You know, she's sitting right now. That was the first 3 that she made. That's the first time she scored, but she has gotten 4 steals so far.
And that's been a good defensive game. She's kept a lot of possessions away. I'm not sure how many of those have resulted in points. I know at least one has. Rogers fouled on the baseline drive, 2 shots.
I think that was on Emily.
It would be Bugis' second. Yes, it is on Emily Bugis. So both her and Casey with 2 fouls.
That's her third.
Oh, how about that? I missed one somewhere along the way.
Sadie Mitchell, I'm assuming, is going to come in for Emily on that.
Yeah, looks like it. Mahanovic, or excuse me, Roxanne Rogers makes her first free throw. 4:56 left in the third period. Setting up for the second. Tosses it into the air and drops it in. Rogers up to 17 points in the game. Under 5 to play in the third period, and we're knotted up at 27 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Mountain View basketball from left to right. Haley Stevens working with it. Back to Bugis. From Haley to Sadie. Mitchell to Stevens. She hit one from the top of the key, has been a little more hesitant to shoot after missing one shortly after. Bugis turns around, misses hard on a little spin around shot into the lane. Mahanovic up ahead to Grace Davis. She corrals it. Back to Mahanovic over right side. Grace Davis into the blocks. Hawk. Oh, big pivot step. Turns back, throws it to Davis. She never put the ball on the ground. Looked like she was going to take a step. I think she just kept that pivot foot on the ground, but it was a long, exaggerated step with her right leg. Sadie Mitchell called for a push from behind on the entry pass into the post intended for Legursky.
I didn't see that, but granted, I wasn't necessarily looking for it either.
Well, that turns it down to a baseline inbound, and it goes to Rogers. She throws up a wild one, maybe trying to cause a foul. Nothing doing there. Haley Stevens on the rebound. That was Sadie Mitchell's first foul. And on the other end, Kate, I had my head down. What happened?
I don't know. I was putting in stats. I'm sorry,
my goodness.
man.
All right, well, we'll find out in a second. Mountain View just scored, and it was in transition. It was a jump shot. We'll find out shortly. It's 27 for Pinedale, 29 for Mountain View. Mountain View leads it by 2. Roxanne Rogers takes the pass. Can never quite get a hold of it, though. Haley Stevens steals it away. On the right side, Casey Bugis tries a 3. No good. And then the rebound put back in for Henstra. 31-27 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Mahanovic over right side to Rogers, then to Legursky. On the left wing, Mahanovic has it. Down to the post, Hawk left open. Good.
They got a little too focused on the perimeter and forgot about her just sitting there in the paint.
2:58 left in the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard, third quarter. You've got to be kidding me. I just missed who shot that one on the replay. I think it was Mitchell.
Okay, we'll give it to her.
Left wing three, good by Haley Stevens. I'm giving it to Mitchell. I think it was either her or Henstra. I think it was Mitchell. Strip into the paint and a floater up by Rogers. She tried to draw a little contact, airballed it. It goes out of bounds and stays with Pinedale. Or excuse me, goes to Mountain View's way. Timeout, Pinedale. And it was Henstra on the second make there as we were trying to catch up with some of those buckets we missed. 34-29 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Mountain View on top of Pinedale. This is the first big presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com.
When you're looking for one location that is centrally located in Wyoming to host a business meeting or corporate retreat, always consider the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper first. With meeting rooms and amenities that everyone can enjoy at the Come On In is the best place to host events. The rustic decor, fireplaces, jacuzzis, pool, and large indoor atrium will make your event memorable. Call today and find out the ways we can help make your event a success. Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper. Call 307-472-6300.
An infected tooth can cause discomfort and serious harm to your health. At Wyoming Dental Specialties, endodontist Dr. Leslie Walker understands the complexities removing infected tissues from inside the tooth, which is one reason why you can trust him to provide endodontic treatment and root canal therapy. With a skilled staff and state-of-the-art technology in our office, we help save your smile and improve your overall dental health. Call today to schedule your appointment, 307-789-5608.
34-29 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Evanston basketball. Oh, excuse me, my goodness. I was in Evanston last week. Mountain View basketball. Whew, I said that too many times last week. Some things get stuck in my head sometimes. Haley Stevens inbounds to Dellinger. Mountain View ball. Pass left side to the wing. One arm pass over to the right corner. Bugus back to Haley Stevens. 2:22 left in the third period. And a 5-point lead. Mountain View's offense come alive as of late. A lot of that in transition. Dellinger turnaround, right block, good! Nice space created for Dellinger on the jumper. Didn't do too much, just turned around and drained it in.
That's all you need to do, and she did it great.
6 points for Kylie. 36-29 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Back into the game is Emma Rogers for Pinedale. Gives off to Rogers. Oh, passing lane problem again. Legursky can't handle it. Sadie Mitchell with the steal for Mountain View. Haley Stevens with the basketball. 1:40 left. 36-29. Dellinger drives in. One dribble fouled. Shot just misses off the back handle. 2 shots upcoming though. And a third foul on Emma Rogers.
I have this as Mountain View's first time to the line.
Yeah, that's because it is. They have not shot a free throw all contest long. Make the first. Kylie Dellinger delivers.
I don't know if I've ever seen this out of a game, that there's a minute 37 left in a game and a team's just now going to the free throw line.
That is rare. And if there weren't so few fouls, I would say something was up, but there's just been no fouls.
There's been no fouls, and I like how the refs have just let them play.
Oh, I love
normally there would be, okay, that's you're shooting 2 now, but now.
This is the second. There's been a lot of straight up and down play on. You're going to have to really get hit for it to get called. You're going to have to earn this victory on the court, not on the free throw line, which is technically on the court.
I mean, but the clock stopped.
The clock
so is
stopped. There's no one guarding you.
That's like timeout time.
I don't need to see free throws. I'll see them, but I don't need to. I'll watch half-court setups all day. 1:10 left, Pinedale basketball. Rogers dribbling. She has 19 points in the game. I may have said that wrong. She's got 17, one shy of that. Mahanovic misses her own shot, gets it back, and puts it in. She missed her shot, got her own rebound, and turned around with a little right-handed baby hook push-up.
She's very fast at that. I've noticed that she'll miss, and then she's right there, grabs it, and then goes right back up.
37-31. That's the first bucket for Mahanovic today. Certainly not her first shot. She's been making plays. She has a few assists as well. Sadie Mitchell, left wing to Kennison. At the top of the key, Jada Kennison into the game. Turnaround to Dellinger. Give the assist to Jada, the freshman. And an 8-foot shot dropped in for Kylie Dellinger. That was straight away in the lane. Dellinger 8 points in the game. Pinedale basketball, just 15 seconds left. Legursky to Mahanovic at 10 seconds. She dribbles at the top of the key over to the right wing. Rogers gets a screen from Mahanovic. Give and go, Mahanovic against Mitchell. Hoop in the harm, Mahanovic to the line. Nice play there, the little pick and roll for Pinedale. Makes it 39-33. 3.3 seconds left in the third. The benefit for Mountain View in giving that up is that they'd worked up an 8-point lead. Not that long ago, we were sitting at a 1-point game at 25-24. The offense really just seems to have come out of nowhere in the last half of this third period.
Well, I think it's really come down to Dellinger. They put her right on top of like the free throw line right there, that she's been able to drive in, get to the center, and then make those shots.
She's got 4 in the quarter. Mahanovic converts the and one. 39-34. Half-court shot by Stevens. Oh, grazed the netting. It was straight on. Just that much shy. 39-34 at the end of 3 quarters. Mountain View leading Pinedale. This is a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on K9 Radio and MyLocalRadio.com. Fourth quarter up next.
With MyLocalRadio.com, you get to stay up to date with Lyman and Mountain View sports by watching all of the games live in the convenience of your own home. Now you get to keep up with your coaches, athletes, and teachers throughout the week with the Bridger Valley Coaches Corner. Weekdays during the school year, the Bridger Valley Coaches Corner will run on KNYN 99.1 FM at 3 p.m. and keep you up to date with the most interesting storylines from Lyman and Mountain View in football, volleyball, basketball, swimming, running, golf, and more. We'll also check in with different students and teachers from the 2 schools throughout the year. 3 p.m. Monday through Friday on KNYN 99.1 FM is the Bridger Valley Coaches Show presented by MyLocalRadio.com. Stay connected.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Fourth quarter begins. 39 for Mountain View, 34 for Pinedale on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Nora Legursky has the basketball, goes wing to Roxanne Rogers. Strong side wing pass to Rogers on the right side. 18 seconds in. Pinedale working from right to left. Mahanovic goes to the free throw line, gives to Legursky, opens up. Rogers at the 3, misses shy though. Haley Stevens takes the one-hop rebound, tosses ahead to Dellinger, running the lane to Mitchell. It's no good. Too hard on the bank shot, in. Everything was right there. Haley threw it ahead to Dellinger. She found Mitchell after Kylie had a little bit of trouble collecting the pass, and Sadie was just a little strong on the put-up. So it's Pinedale basketball once again, still in the first minute of play of the fourth period. 5-point lead for Mountain View over Pinedale. Pinedale 5-8 on the season, Mountain View 8-4. Nora Legursky over right wing to Roxanne Rogers. 17 points in the game for Roxanne. Gives it to Grace Davis. Under 7 to play. Elbow pass to Legursky into the blocks, misses in the lane. Rebound Roxanne. Up top, Mahanovic for a triple. Oh, it's a little left. Still a loose ball board. Davis puts it off the glass and in. 2 offensive rebounds for Pinedale on the play, and a third shot drops in for Grace Davis. That's her first bucket of the game. 3-point differential, 39-36 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Haley Stevens to Mitchell. Back to Dellinger. Free throw line. She drives in. Hard off the glass. Rebound down to the ground. 2 players tied up. And a jump ball called. Possession arrow is, looks like it's Pinedale's way.
Yep.
No, it's Mountain View's
Is
way.
it?
It's Mountain View's way. They just hadn't changed it yet.
All right.
It looks like. I got it right below me, and I can see the little red dot on either side, and it changed right as I said. I think it's Pinedale. Mitchell takes the inbound for Mountain View. 3-point lead for the Buffs. Almost 2 minutes gone by in the fourth period. And if you're Mountain View, you can take your time here. They've had to against this zone look today, but they do need to find some shots because Pinedale's offense has awakened. A steal. Mahanovic took it away. Up ahead to Grace Davis. At the wing, back to Mahanovic at the key. 5:54 left. Rogers to Legursky. She looks around, guarded by Mitchell. To Davis, then Mahanovic. Swinging around from wing to wing. Flash into the post. Legursky takes it. Back up top to Rogers. Then Mahanovic playing point. Grace Davis takes it to the top of the key. Left side to Legursky. 5:35 left in the fourth period. Dellinger trying to come up with a steal. Mahanovic and her go behind the timeline. Maggie wins it. Stops at the free throw line. Fires to Legursky. Rejection on the shot up by Bailey Henstra. Legursky grabbed it back and was fouled, as she did on the left sideline, by Kylie Dellinger. Now, Kylie has gotten into foul trouble at certain points throughout the season, but not today. That's just her second foul. So she can play tough defense, as can just about everyone for both of these teams. Baseline inbound, Mahanovic inbounds to Davis. 5:20 left in the fourth period. Still a 3-point lead on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Give and go attempted. Flash to the post. Davis takes the ball. Missed the bank shot. Didn't get the geometry right on that play. Sadie Mitchell tips it off the body there of Abigail Hawk. And it's back Mountain View's way. Mitchell had to come a long way to swing that ball around off the body of Hawk.
She did it.
Stevens passes up ahead to Mitchell. 5 minutes left in the fourth period. 39-36 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Dellinger to Mitchell, sitting on the left corner, guarded by Legursky. Back to Dellinger on the corner. She'll try a three. Ooh, off the handle. Henstra is fouled on the rebound, put-back attempt. Bailey Henstra to the free throw line. Not been an automatic trip all year long. In fact, on the season, she's sitting at 34%, 12 of 35 on the year. So an opportunity to try to improve that here. Seems like if you're a post player for a boys or the girls, coaches are always telling you work on your free throws.
Yeah.
I think it's a psychological thing. I don't know if it's put as much of a premium, but Bailey sinks the first. And I think at this point of the year, they start practicing them more and more after they see their early season results. And right out of the break, Bailey Henstra gets 2 to go. So she was the last player to shoot free throws for Mountain View, right?
No, it was Kylie.
Oh, it was Kylie. Okay, so I marked that down wrong. So Kylie went 1 of 2, Bailey 2 of 2. So 3 of 4 shooting from the line for Mountain View in a very limited sample size, shooting 75%. 41-36 on the Benedict's Market. Hawk wide open in the blocks. Henstra gave her too much space, and the pass delivered from the right wing makes it a 3-point game once again. Hawk with 4 in the game. 1 possession differential. Mountain View basketball. Deep 3 by Haley, misses short, and maybe a little hasty there.
I would say that's a little hasty. She was like 2 feet behind the 3-point line.
Oh, at least, if not more. Roxanne takes a loose ball, tries a bank shot, no good. Rebounded by Stevens. She'll slow up, reset the offense for Mountain View. Under 4 to play in the fourth period. 41-38. You only get 6 conference games, so each one of these so huge.
They are.
They're sitting at about 18% of your conference total for each one. That's my rough math from 8th grade as I remember some of those fractions. I don't know how correct that is.
You know what? When you said that, I'm like, I don't know what that is, but I'm going to agree with you on that.
But I said it with confidence.
You did, and that's what matters.
1 divided by 6 is 17%. And a short corner shot by Emily Bugas drops in. Probably about a 14-footer there from Emily. She's had a good game, 7 points today.
She has had a good game, and she's really developing that confidence. When she first came in, she was a little timid here and there, but she's really developed that confidence on the court.
Hawk picks up a loose ball and drops it in from the right block. Bailey Henstra was playing the passing lanes, popped the ball up in the air. It was intended for Legursky, but Hawk came in and grabbed it. She has 6 in the game. I don't think Emily Bugas has had a bad game this season. 43-40 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Sister Casey coming in at the next dead ball. Henstra turns around in a second chance bucket. She's back to the line. Well, a 3-point game once again, and Bailey Henstra to the line one more time to practice those free throws. Nothing like pressure situations to get those free throws.
I'd personally rather practice it in practice than right now, but, that's me.
Bailey Henstra is 3 of 3. She doesn't care, practice or in the game in crunch time conference season.
She's got the confidence to do it, so you know what, girl, you take it.
Makes the 4th as well. How about this? That's a big storyline in this 4th period. Bailey Henstra shooting 34% on the season from the free throw line is perfect thus far. 45-40, a timeout taken. 2:42 left in the 4th period. The Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard reads Mountain View over Pinedale by 5. We'll be back on a First Bank presentation next on MyLocalRadio.com and KNY and 99.1 FM.
Meet the service and parts department staff at Auto Farm Chevrolet. We work on almost every type of vehicle, foreign and domestic. We also sell parts and accessories for almost all makes and models. Our staff is friendly and well trained, and we are here to serve you. Open Monday through Friday beginning at 7:30 a.m. We invite you to Auto Farm Chevrolet for all your parts and for all your service needs. 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a community-driven dealer.
45-40 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Free throw shooting for Mountain View is perfect in the 4th quarter, all coming by way of Bailey Henstra. Mahanovic inbounds for Pinedale. 2-possession game, 2:40 left. Roxanne Rogers has not scored since the 3rd period. She had 17 in quick fashion. Slowed down since. Mahanovic out right side. Rogers guarded by Stevens. Looking low to Legursky. Back to Rogers. Then to Legursky on the right side. Rogers passes right side to Legursky. Then a toss to Mahanovic. Roxanne on the left wing thinks about a 3. Then gives it to Legursky. Turn around to the double team. Back to Mahanovic. Looking for Hawk against Sadie Mitchell. She puts an arm into Mitchell and goes up 2 points for Hawk there.
It didn't work for Sadie, but she was caught in front of her, and she spun around to the back side of Hawk and ended up just going straight up defense, and Hawk ended up getting around
Abigail
her.
actually took that elbow and went it right into the gut of Sadie Mitchell. To the elbow, it's Kylie Dellinger driving in, and Mahanovic, I think, called for a block foul. No. Yeah, that makes sense. I was thinking maybe a reach for Mahanovic, but it's Molly Sullivan.
That's on Hawk.
Yeah. Well, I said Mahanovic.
Oh.
So Mahanovic didn't get called for the reach. It was a block by number 42, Abigail Hawk. Her second. Turnaround shot made. Was that Stevens there?
That was Stevens.
Haley, that was a good little turnaround. She's quick with those. She hasn't scored since the first half. 11 points for Haley. 47-42 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Mahanovic to the top. Legursky left side. Roxanne for 3. No. Chase down board, but it's out of bounds. Who stepped out? It's out on Pinedale. Legursky touched the baseline. 47-42 and a whistle blown timeout. Pinedale will take it with them. 47-42 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. 124 remains. Mountain View over Pinedale. This is a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com and KNY and 99.1 FM.
At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we know our members by name and we love working with them face-to-face. But did you know that members can also handle almost all banking online? Everything from managing your accounts and paying bills to applying for all types of loans. It's simple and we're happy to help you get started. Join Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
Not to get too personal here, but I might have to stop wearing sweaters at these Mountain View home games. It is warm in this gymnasium. It's cold outside. 47-42, 124 remaining in the 4th period. Mountain View leads on the Benedict's Market and True Value board over Pinedale. Opening night of regional play has given it everything we could have hoped for. 2-possession game. Pinedale out of the break just gave up the possession. Nora Legursky had it in her hands. She stepped on the baseline. It's back Mountain View's way. They'll have to take it the length of the court, moving from left to right. Casey Bugas gives to Haley Stevens, dealing against man pressure in the full court. Mahanovic guarding her. Across the timeline goes Stevens. 1:15 left. Haley, bounce pass to Kylie Dellinger at the midline circle. She drives into the elbow, off to Casey Bugas. Probably delay time here, it looks like, for Mountain View.
I would say so. I don't know at what point. There's the foul.
Well, Grace Davis got a foul. Looked like she was just trying to get up.
Yeah.
And it was a foul. She hooked Dellinger coming around.
By the neck, too.
Yeah, I thought it was around the shoulder.
Nah, it was the neck.
Right?
Wasn't intentional. But,
No, it wasn't. Grace Davis, her third foul. 1:02 left. That was team foul number 6 for Pinedale. Next one results in free throws, and there it is. Roxanne Rogers touches Emily Bugis as the ball went loose, and Emily was trying to chase it down. A loose ball foul. 1-and-1 free throws for Emily.
That's only Emma's second.
We mentioned this. You mean Roxanne's?
Yes. Thank you.
This is we mentioned this a few times. 55% from the free throw line as a team. Mountain View not at the top, but in the fourth quarter today, they're 5 of 5 as Emily hits her first.
I'm sorry, what did you say they were?
5 of 5 in the quarter.
Oh, okay. Yes. I thought you meant in the game. I'm like, that is not right.
Well, they missed one. They've made one more than that. Emily Bugis goes 2 of 2 from the line. 49-42 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. 55 seconds left. Mahanovic at the top of the key to the left side. Davis to Mahanovic. No time to waste here if you're Pinedale. They're trying to set something up and find a shot. Legursky to Hawk. Right side to Mahanovic. Over on the corner. She fires to the free throw line. Hawk turns and banks it in. 49-44. And a timeout taken again by Pinedale. Wait, no, that was a bad call by the ref. He said, never mind, no one called timeout. But that stops the clock.
I think maybe the ref was prepared for a timeout, and so he just thought it. But
I don't know. Either way, it's 49-44, 36 seconds left in the contest. Hawk with 8 points in the quarter, 10 in the game. Foul by Mahanovic puts Haley Stevens on the line for 1-and-1.
I would say that's not the person you want at the free throw line right now, but everyone's been doing good tonight.
Yeah, and it's who you're going to get. That's who's going to have the ball from this point on. And Haley Stevens, a 65% free throw shooter. Leader on the team is really actually, if you look at sample size, Haley. Katie Georges, 6 of 9 at 67%. Jada Kennison, 7 of 7 on the year as Haley hits her first. But out of who's shooting free throws game in and game out, Haley's at 65, about as high as it gets for Mountain View. Timeout by Pinedale. They trail by 6 to Mountain View late in the fourth period. 30 seconds left on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. This is a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com.
Sometimes getting the whole family scheduled for a dental appointment is hard. Different days, different times, and then how do you pay for it all? These problems have been solved by Black's Fork Dental in Mountain View because we serve patients of all ages. It's easy to schedule the whole family on the same day, so you just make one trip. We accept most insurances, and if you don't have insurance, we offer an in-house discount so the whole family can have a healthy smile. Don't wait. Call today. Black's Fork Dental in Mountain View, 307-782-3630.
Getting a look at the cheerleaders of Mountain View going through the, I guess you call it the backflip line. They had 4 or 5 in a row who win at least half of the court. It's a good cheer section for Mountain View.
They're like the 3A's version of 4A Green River's cheer squad.
Green River famous for their cheer squad. And Mountain View, good as well in a good student section, as there usually is on a Friday night in Mountain View. The crowd continuing to file in, but you can see pretty much all the way around they've actually taken out extra seats.
Yeah.
They've pulled out the extra bleachers here. There's a little space up in those top bleachers across from us, but seats quickly running out here in Mountain View.
And the boys' game hasn't even started yet.
Haley Stevens hits her second, 51-44. Mountain View perfect from the free throw line in the fourth quarter. 25 seconds left, Pinedale basketball. Mahanovic takes it on a curl, spin around, baseline drive off the glass too hard. Out of bounds, no. Sadie Mitchell holds it in and is fouled. 14.4 left. Mountain View sure looks like they're headed to 1-0 in the conference season with a meeting with Big Piney tomorrow. And we'll see. We'll see how these work out. But if looking at the early games, you anticipate the tougher games for the girls and the boys being on opposite nights in these Big Piney-Pinedale road trips. Big Piney looks like the tougher boys team. Pinedale looks like the tougher girls team early on in the season. But Mountain View and Lyman traveling partners, Big Piney-Pinedale traveling partners, they just play each other, and then, so tomorrow night, the girls, I would think, if they get this win tonight, that springboards them to a chance to start off 2-0 as we get 2-2 from Sadie Mitchell. And then that sets up the Mountain View Lyman game.
Yeah.
Depending on what happens with that a couple weeks down the road. Roxanne Rogers tries a 3 from the wing. No good. Dellinger on the board, gives to Mitchell. Final score 53-44 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Some crowd to the side of us go to their feet. Applause all the way around. 53-44, a 9-point win for Mountain View's girls on their home opening night of the Southwest Conference season. We'll take a break, come back with post-game coverage, and set up for the boys' game after this on a First Bank presentation of MyLocalRadio.com of Mountain View basketball.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
Super kids deserve super care. Experience the difference with board-certified pediatricians Alan Brown, MD, and Bird Gilmartin, MD, at Uinta Medical Group. Whether it's tracking your child's overall health at Well Child Checks or helping your little ones feel better when they're sick, Dr. Brown and Dr. Gilmartin are here to help your child grow, learn, and thrive. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Brown or Dr. Gilmartin by calling 307-789-WELL 9355 or visit evanstonanytime.com.
Mountain View on the girls' side defeats Pinedale 53-44 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. The boys working to warm up right now. Mountain View out on the court. Pinedale has yet to take their side. Final stats, scoring-wise for Mountain View, Haley Stevens leads the way with 13, just 4 in the second half. 10 points by Bailey Henstra, 9 apiece from Emily Bugis and Kylie Dellinger. 6 points from from Sadie Mitchell, and 3 by Casey Bugis. For Pinedale, Roxanne Rogers with 17, 10 by Abigail Hawk. Nora Legursky has 8 and 7 from Maggie Mahanovich. Just 4 players for Pinedale score as opposed to 6 for Mountain View. Kate, what'd you have shooting-wise for us? Rebound and all that good stuff.
All right. From the field, Mountain View was sitting at 43%, whereas Pinedale was actually sitting at 46%. From 2, Mountain View was sitting at 45%. From the 3, they're sitting at 36%. From the free throw line, 92%. They have 19 rebounds, 9 turnovers, 6 steals, and 2 blocks.
And who was that?
That was Mountain View.
Okay.
Pinedale, they had 52% from 2, 17% from 3, 90% from the free throw line, 18 rebounds. They had 8 turnovers, 2 steals, and 1 block.
Well, the Dr. McKay Frankham precision play of the game, we talked about how much we didn't like free throws, how much we loved, I guess, more so, how free-flowing the first half of the game was. And really the whole game was that way. It was not many fouls to go around, but when there were fouls late in the game, we're going to free throws. At least I am for the Dr. McKay Frankham precision play of the game. Bailey Henstra, 4 of 4 from the line, and coming into the weekend, she was shooting 12 of 35. Well, now she's 16 of 39. She made them all. She finished with 10 points. That's my Dr. McKay Frankham precision play of the game.
I agree. I love it. There's a lot of players. The players really did good tonight. They all came together as a team. Haley was 100% from 2. She was 40% from 3, but there was a lot of players that stood out, but I would definitely say that Bailey's free throw shooting, she definitely improved tonight.
That was great to see. 12 minutes on the clock before the start of the boys. We'll now take an extended break, come back and hear from Dustin Reese before we give you the starting lineups and all that as we move out of the postgame and into the Sawyer's Disaster Cleanup and Construction pregame show for the boys.
Hi, this is Chase Sawyer with Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction. In addition to our cleanup and restoration services, we also offer new construction and remodeling. We can help with a newer kitchen, bathroom, a garage, deck, or a new addition to your home. We provide accurate, itemized estimates with no hidden fees or extra charges, and we complete each job to 100% of your satisfaction. Call us today at 307-741-7000. Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
Bye-bye. Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably going to turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
We hope you're enjoying this MyLocalRadio.com exclusive broadcast of Bridger Valley Sports. We love being able to travel around the state to bring the action on the field or court back to you watching at home. Let's face it, doing all this would not be possible without all of our great sponsors. We appreciate the support the following businesses and individuals show to both Mountain View and Lyman Sports. Bradshaw's Glass Towing and Fitness. Whatever it is you need, Bradshaw's can probably help. The Come On In of Casper. When it comes time to cheer on your Buffs or Eagles at state, the Come On In is your best bet for a great night's stay. Auto Farm Chevrolet in Evanston. General Manager Dennis Lynch invites you to come and experience a community-driven dealership. Evanston Regional Hospital. Quality health care close to home. Bridger Valley Motor. Got a check engine light blinking? Don't guess at what the problem is. Take it to Slim at Bridger Valley Motor in Lyman. And Achieve Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy. No excuses, just results. Thank you to all of our Bridger Valley sports sponsors.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Franklin. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils!
With MyLocalRadio.com, you get to stay up to date with Lyman and Mountain View sports by watching all of the games live in the convenience of your own home. Now you get to keep up with your coaches, athletes, and teachers throughout the week with the Bridger Valley Coaches Corner. Weekdays during the school year, the Bridger Valley Coaches Corner will run on KNYN 99.1 FM at 3 p.m. and keep you up to date with the most interesting storylines from Lyman and Mountain View in football, volleyball, basketball, swimming, running, golf, and more. We'll also check in with different students and teachers from the two schools throughout the year. 3 p.m. Monday through Friday on KNYN 99.1 FM is the Bridger Valley Coaches Show presented by MyLocalRadio.com. Stay connected.
Because of you, I felt hopeless.
I know it was a joke, but it still hurt me.
Because of you, I felt wanted and not alone in this world.
Because you said hi to me on the first day of school, I felt included, and I knew that I was going to be okay.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
Do you like following your Mountain View and Lyman athletics when you can't make it to the game? Well, we love bringing it to you. Hi, I'm Jake Hibbard, voice of the Mountain View Buffaloes and Lyman Eagles, and I've been traveling around the state of Wyoming and covering high school sports for the better part of a decade. Whether it's covering a big culminating event at the Casper Event Center, calling a tightly contested Mountain View-Lyman game, the greatest rivalry in this state, or kicking back and enjoying the views at one of this state's many hidden gems like the ballpark in Cowley, Wyoming, there's a few things I always see. There's officials trying their hardest, coaches sweating it out on the sidelines, and there's always a ton of support for these athletes from the entire community. MyLocalRadio.com would like to take a moment to thank all of its sponsors for making today's video coverage possible. Without all of us working together, none of this could happen. If you would like to support our future video broadcasts of Lyman and Mountain View sports, there's a few ways you can let us know. The first is, you can call our home office in Evanston, Wyoming at 307-789-8116 and let them know that you would like to know more about how you can become a sponsor of Bridger Valley Sports. The other is, you can just come up to me before or after a game and ask for more information. We've got a lot of different tiers of sponsorship and we'll find the perfect one for you. We would love for you to join the MyLocalRadio.com and Bridger Valley Sports family and help us continue to bring these games for years to come. That number again to call for the Evanston office is 307-789-8116. Or just come up and see me at one of the games and let me help you help us. And remember, go Eagles and go Buffs.
Welcome back to Mountain View, Wyoming, where we're getting set for the boys' side of Pinedale and Mountain View, day one of the Southwest Conference season. Here's upon us, 5-8 record for the Pinedale boys, a 9-3 record for Mountain View, and a little bit different as far as the wins have come for Pinedale. Their wins so far have come against, well, they got one over Jackson, and they got one over Manila. They got one over Douglas, and then they beat Kemmer by 14 points and Thermopolis by 11. They've had some whoppers the other way around. A game to forget last Friday, an 81-23 drubbing by number 1 Worland. So
whoa,
game to forget on that side. Mountain View fell a couple of weeks ago by 10 to number 1 Worland after holding a 16-point lead in the second quarter. And then just kind of having that offense disappear in the second half. True shooting percentage between the two teams, Mountain View sits at about 50%. Pinedale not too far behind at about 44. Their leading scorers, a returner from last year's team that was a very fine state contender. Cole Redmond averages 16 and a half, and the points department at 7 rebounds per game. Brigham Blue Mel, the leading scorer for Mountain View, 16.7 per game, and Brigham Blue Mel, the leading rebounder, at 8.2. Points per game average, Mountain View has a slight advantage, but neither team is going to light it up game in and game out, both in the modest range of 53.8 points per game for Mountain View and 49.1 for Pinedale. Now as we get set for the start of this contest, let's head back to hear from Dustin Reese about the week before and the weeks to come here for Mountain View basketball. Dustin Reese, after a 2-0 weekend against 4A opponents Evanston and Star Valley, you enter conference play. How did you feel about the team's performances?
You know, I thought the game against Evanston was really good. We knew that was going to be a tough environment, and I thought we played well. I thought we were physical. And then Saturday was a lot better game than we thought it was. You know, we had to play Star Valley's juniors, and they were good, and they were extremely physical. And so we're definitely better today than we were last week. So now we got to take care of Pinedale and Big Piney because this is really when it counts. So hopefully we're ready.
I forgot about that. That wasn't there. The Saturday was against the juniors. Did that affect your team out of the gates?
You know, we just talked about a lot about what they talked about in football all year. Was we just looked at them as a faceless opponent because we knew we were better than them, but we also knew that we needed to play our brand of basketball, and I thought we did that. It was close early, and then we kind of expanded our lead and did some good things.
Well, against Pinedale and Big Piney, you start off conference play. What have you been working on this week in practice? What have you been doing? Has there been anything different or just all the same?
You know, we talked in practice this week about really we're not going to do a whole bunch of different stuff this first round of conference. We just got to get better at what we do. So The practices seem to be the same. Nothing's really new. We're just trying to get better at everything we do. So we'll see how we did this week.
You had a good environment that you played against a home crowd on Friday, and your team was able to battle back after a couple of times kind of losing the momentum and get it back. Did you think that was a good thing to have for your team, maybe growth in front of getting maybe pre-conference look of getting a good crowd against them?
I think that was really big because we fell apart against Warland and we fell apart against Rollins as soon as we lost leads in those games. And we didn't fall apart against Evanston. They took a lead in the fourth quarter, and we battled, and the kids stayed together, and I saw better leadership on the floor. So the Evanston game definitely made us a better basketball team.
Well, everyone healthy, everyone good. I haven't been here all week. Just checking in with everyone.
Yeah, we got a few kids sick, a couple fighting the flu and a few sore throats, but it's conference time, and I'm sure they'll be here to play and be ready to go.
You take on Big Piney tomorrow, and I just haven't seen that team. I'm not going to ask you to talk too much about them because I know usually coaches prepare mostly for the game right in front of them. But what have you seen out of both of these teams as you look forward to it?
Pinedale they graduated a lot of kids. They got a couple good guards back. The Redmond kid's back. He's one of their bigs. And then Big Piney's guards are very, very good. They got 3 that can shoot it, and they're extremely physical. And we do a lot of the things the same. And so I think it's 2 different teams we're playing tonight and tomorrow night. But we just got to play our brand of basketball and not really worry about what they're doing and focus on what we're doing.
Coach Reese, thank you.
Thanks, Jake.
Whatever you need, it's likely that Bradshaw's and Lyman can help. Whether it's windows at home or new glass in your car, truck, SUV, or semi, Bradshaw's has it. Tires? Yes. All vehicles, ATVs, semis, and more. Bradshaw's offers a 24-hour towing service for everything large to small. And the Bradshaw Fitness Center is open 24/7. There's more, so always call Bradshaw's first. Whatever you need, it's likely they can help. 307-787-3450. Again, that's 307-787-3450.
Hi, this is Chase Sawyer with Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction. In addition to our cleanup and restoration services, we also offer new construction and remodeling. We can help with a newer kitchen, bathroom, a garage, deck, or a new addition to your home. We provide accurate, itemized estimates with no hidden fees or extra charges, and we complete each job to 100% of your satisfaction. Call us today at 307-741-7000. Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction.
Starting lineups brought to you by Black's Fork Timber. The Pinedale Wranglers, the visiting team, have been announced. Wyatt Forrester, a 5'9" senior. Cole Redmond, 6'3" senior. In fact, save some time, they're all seniors for Pinedale. Chance Stevie stands at 6'0". Colton Hansen, 6'1", and Caden Keating, number 34, is at 6 foot. Again, all seniors for Pinedale. For Mountain View, 3 seniors, 2 juniors. Braden Walk at point guard. Kimball Matson at the 2 at the 3. Ashton Schofield. Hunter Meeks in the post, as well as Brigham Blumel. Meeks and Blumel standing at 6'3" and 6'4", and then 5'10" Braden Walk. Kimball Matson at 6'2", Ashton Schofield 6 foot. Mountain View in the white jerseys, purple numerals, and same jerseys for both teams, the same exact jerseys. For Pinedale, it's the Hunter Green dominated jerseys with the orange striping around the V-neck and then up and down the sides of the shorts and jerseys. White numerals. First half about to begin. Once again, your starting lineup is brought to you by Black's Fork Timber, located in Mountain View. Brigham Blumel is at the center line for Mountain View to tip against Cole Redmond. This Pinedale team quite nearly took on and defeated Buffalo in the opening round of last year's state tournament, but they lost a whole lot from that team. And we'll look to see what they can do as they start conference play tonight. Mountain View wins the opening tip, and a quick foul called defensively off the ball against Pinedale.
Did you see what happened there?
No, it was a reach in from somewhere or another, so that was on Chance Stevie. So no, I did not. Baseline inbound, Matson throws it up to Blumel, then to Walk at the top of the key. He'll back up at half court. Fires right side to Matson, then to Blumel on the right corner. Toss up to Walk. at the top of the key, at the three-point line. 7:34 left as we welcome you into the Bridger Valley Motor first quarter. Crossover, walk, picks up his dribble, looks out left side to Ashton Schofield. Takes a three from the left corner, and it's good.
That was a pretty shot by Ashton.
Good, got the pass and saw himself open, so he took the shot and made it. Then the other side, Pinedale tries a three, but it's an air ball. No good on the attempt. It was Colton Hansen. Pinedale rebound, Hansen basketball, back to Redmond. He'll try a key three. Misses off to the left. No rim or net or anything, just a little bit of backboard. 1 minute gone by in the Bridger Valley Motor first quarter. Stutter step, Braden walk to Meeks for another three. Rattles out, no good. Rebound Pinedale on the board, Wyatt Forrester off to Hansen. Throw ahead up to Stevie. Cole Redmond at the free throw line, tosses up a floater with the right arm. Schofield gets hit from behind. Ball still playing. And it's Hunter Meeks with the rebound. Players tumbling down to the ground. Everything was ruled clean. Oh, Braden Walk tossed over right side on the corner to Madsen. He wasn't ready for it. And it's out of bounds.
Ashton looks like he's in pain after that last
He
play.
got hit in the back as he was coming down and then landed on his back. Pinedale basketball. Stutter step and an elbow shot missed off to the right side. Keating no good. Rebound Mountain View. 3-0 the score on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Braden Walk into the lane. Picks up his dribble. Pivots around. Gives it to Blumel. Over to the right wing. It's Meeks then to Schofield. Schofield works off a screen. Jump stop. Left-handed floater. No good. Redmond on the rebound. Leads Pinedale in both points and scoring does Redmond. Out to the right corner. Colton Hansen has it. On the pass from Forster. Skip left side. Caden Keating tries a corner three, and Schofield sends it into the band. Third row. Rejection by Schofield, and that was the opposite side of the court. You could hear it reverberating over here. Keating has to inbound after all of that. Goes far side to near side. Head fake from Hansen. Gives it to Redmond. Elbow shot. Air ball. Blumel boxes out his man, Wyatt Forrester. Goes out of bounds. Does the ball, so it's back to Mountain View. Mountain View working from right to left. Braden Walk across the timeline to Meeks. Kimball Madsen gets a screen from Meeks. Then looks down low from Blumel to Hunter. He's fouled and catching the pass. Team foul number 2 for Pinedale. It's on Keating. Makes the inbounder from Braden Walk. He'll have it at the midline circle. 5:30 left in the Bridger Valley Motor first quarter. Baseline, Blumel, 2 Walk, deep 3. It's up and it misses long. Schofield on the rebound. Tosses it back to Walk. This time he drives in. Shot waved off on a foul. Tripping the call on Colton Hansen. 780-3280, the number to call. Bridger Valley Motor, anytime, day or night, Monday through Sunday. If you need a tow, that's Glade Erickson's cell phone number. Don't forget, 780-3280. Kimball Madsen misses a wing 3 out of the inbound, and a off-the-ball foul turns it over Pinedale's way. It looked like it was on Hunter Meeks. No, it was on Brigham Blumel. Moving screen, I would imagine the call.
I could see that.
First foul on Mountain View. 3-0 still on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Opening quarter and a steal by Kimball Madsen. He's skied up to grab the would-be wing-to-wing pass. Braden Walk on the left wing to Hunter Meeks. He sees open space, drives in, and is fouled. 2 shots. Got hit by Keating. Raiden Keating with his second.
That's shooting, right?
Oh, yeah, that's a shooting foul.
Okay, well, they just weren't lining up the way that I thought that they would, and I'm like, all right, maybe I missed something there, but I thought that was definitely shooting.
Yeah, they're lined up now, and Hunter Meeks takes his first, misses it. Mountain View comes into the week as the number 3 team in 3A, according to the wildpreps.com coaches and media poll. Meeks makes his second. A lot of that was respect given to the Buffs on their preseason, including a on-the-road victory against 4A Evanston last Friday. Hansen drives into the paint, pushes one up, still bouncing on the rim, falls out to the left. Stays with Pinedale, foul drawn. Doesn't look like a shooting foul, but it's on Brigham Blumel, so that's his second. And he didn't like the call on the first foul, which was offensive. Now he's probably asked to come out. Mountain View has been no stranger to foul trouble this year. That's really been one of the things that if they do get held back for one reason or another, that could be a reason you point to. As of yet, nobody's subbing in for Brigham. See if they let him play with 2 fouls. It's conference play after all. Forrester hits his first shot. Makes it 4-1 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Here comes Branson. Second shot good. And Luke replaces Brigham Blumel. Kimball Madsen, Braden Walk, and Brigham Blumel. Last week I showed you a picture of them. We'll pull it up after the next timeout of them all with their football uniforms at Dickinson State as they were all offered. Walk drives to the baseline. Back to Branson. Meeks loses his dribble, and it's stolen away. Going Pinedale's way, it's Forrester up ahead, tries to take it himself. Partially blocked by Kimball Madsen. Madsen on the run, up the middle. Out right side, catch and shoot for Braden Walk. It's a triple for Braden. 7-2 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Straight out of the pass in. Ashton Schofield with a steal. Kimball wants a corner 3. Yep. Add that one in 2 and a timeout taken. 4:06, 10-2 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. In the first quarter, brought to you by Bridger Valley Motor. This is a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on mylocalradio.com.
A common thread no matter where you live in Wyoming is that if you're heading somewhere, it's probably going to be a while until you get there. A lot can go wrong on these long road trips across this great state. And if you ever find yourself broke down on the side of the road, it's time to call Glade Erickson at Bridger Valley Motor to come pick you up day or night. Bridger Valley Motor offers 24-hour towing services. If you need a tow, you need to call Glade on his cell phone at 307-780-3280. Bridger Valley Motor is here to pick you up if your lift ever lets you down. 307-780-3280.
Well, as we said, there's that picture of Brecken Barnes, Brigham Blumel, and Braden Walk. I said Kimball Madsen. That was my mistake. Kimball's going on an LDS mission, and then he wants to play college football. But Brecken Barnes, Brigham Blumel, and Braden Walk, as you can see right now, all sitting in their Dickinson State uniforms as they went to an official visit in North Dakota, were offered. That was last week. Well, as the week progressed, first Braden, then Brigham, and then Brecken yesterday. All 3 have committed. Kimball Madsen gets a steal out of the break and 2 more points for Madsen. He has 5 in the game, so they were scheduled to go on a couple more visits. Braden Walk did go see Black Hills State, I believe was the school I saw him at earlier this week, but they said, hey, let's keep being teammates. So all 3 of them will be Blue Hawks next year.
They did commit then.
They did. That was the week.
Wow.
That's what I was just saying is they decided, I think it was on Monday for Braden, I saw that. Maybe it was Tuesday, Wednesday for Brigham, and then yesterday for Brecken.
Wow, look at them go.
So all 3 teammates and multi-time All-Staters will continue their career in Dickinson, North Dakota.
Lucky North Dakota.
Yes, indeed. Fine basketball and football players they're getting. Drive in, and Redmond draws a block foul against Brecken Barnes. Brecken Barnes, you don't necessarily think of him as a basketball player, but I think that's what Evanston thought last week when he came in. They said, oh, we don't have to worry about him, and he was absolutely destructive in the boards category against an Evanston team because he's strong, he takes good position, he gets called for a block foul there. But you know what? He plays within himself and doesn't try to overplay his game.
I think a lot of times people only think that basketball is just scoring. That's a big part, but you also have defense that you got to rely on, whether that be getting boards, just guarding your player, boxing someone out. That all adds up to winning a game.
Absolutely. 1-2 trip for Cole Redmond, and it's Mountain View basketball. Walk wants a wing 3, drop it down. 6 points in the quarter for Braden Walk. 15-3 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board, and Pinedale needed someone to return to inbound the basketball. They were all running down the court. Redmond passes to Stevie, then to Hansen. 2:55 left in the Bridger Valley Motor first quarter. Steal again for Mountain View. Luke Branson on the run, back to Walk. Make it a trio? Yes, indeed. 3 in a row for Braden Walk.
He's on fire tonight.
A steal for Kimball Madsen. Fading away, not too long. Hansen on the rebound. A foul called against Kimball Madsen on the transition. Steal after steal after steal, and it's all Mountain View. 2:30 left in the Bridger Valley Motor first quarter, 18-3.
Kimball had 3 steals in a row, and then were all followed by shots.
Yeah, and the first 2 went in. That last one maybe forced it, maybe needed a second guy as he was on a 3-on-1 disadvantage. Hunter Gross makes an early appearance into the game. He's a 2-time 2A defensive lineman of the year. Wing 3 dropped in. First field goal of the day for Pinedale is Colton Hansen's. Gross, another guy. He could certainly play college football if he chooses, but he's another guy headed on a mission probably in June, it sounds like, from talking to him. Turnover, play getting a little sloppy for Mountain View. Schofield passes, is intercepted, intended for Gross. Off the ball foul against Hansen. Gives it back to Mountain View. Player control foul.
Oh.
Fast-paced game, and I think that's going to warrant a few more foul calls as we've had. But they're still letting them play. Second foul on Hansen as well. He stays in. No, he does not. Never mind. He just got replaced by Coulter Holton, a freshman. Down in the blocks. Gross drops it. And one. Look how fired up he is. Pumps both fists, headed to the free throw line. Hunter Gross is a guy no stranger to success on the football field, but on the basketball court, you can see he's excited to get a chance here to shine and make it 21-6.
Well, he was patient down there in the blocks, waited for his guy to go up, and his guy ended up just falling over his body. He went up in the process. It shows how strong Hunter is that he's able to go up with a guy on his back.
Yeah, he played the state championship football game with one arm.
I would say that's pretty good.
Carrying Cole Redmond's no issue.
Nah.
Steal for Mountain View, 20-6 the score on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. 3 by Braden, he finally misses one. Meeks tries to chase it, inbounds, goes to Gross, is knocked out of bounds by Hunter. He just lost control of it. Mountain View 1 of 3 from the line so far. 5 3-pointers in the game already. 1:22 left in the Bridger Valley Motor first quarter. Cole Redmond across the timeline. Right side to Hansen. To Stevie, rather. And knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Mountain View. The pass was intended for Forrester. It's a near side inbound on the sideline, right by the Mountain View bench. Forrester looking for a man. He welcomes in Clayton Radford. Stolen away. Schofield misses the layup. And back to Pinedale. Horton. Off right side, Redmond for a triple from the corner. No good. Schofield and Horton battling for the board. One by Coulter. He'll try a wing 3. No, it's short. Hunter Gross comes up with the rebound. Kimball Matson slows up the pace. Across the timeline at 43 seconds left in the Bridger Valley Motor first. Offense was pouring it in, slowed down as of late for Mountain View. To Meeks, goes to work in the blocks. No good. Branson on the putback, fouled by Redmond. We mentioned Redmond a few times. He's leading the team in scoring, rebounding. He's the tallest player on the team. One of the few returners from last year's state qualifying team. 2 fouls. The first was on Hunter Gross. This one picks up against Luke Branson, the junior. Well, hold up. They did not give it to Redmond. They gave it to number 11, Coulter Horton. Having a tough time saying that one. Coulter Horton. Here's the who. 32.8 seconds left in the first quarter, brought to you by Bridger Valley Motor. Luke Branson misses it. Chases down his own rebound, though. Well, free throw shooting needs improvement for Mountain View. Everything else going well. 20-6 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Luke Branson up top to Matson. A straightaway 3. No, rolls out. Spun around the rim and fell into the hands of Rodford. Redmond right side. Up top, 7 seconds left. Over to Horton. Into the elbow. Turn around, Rodford, push shot, no good. Out of bounds, 9/10 of a second remain. And Mountain View basketball. Time for a catch and shoot. Toss to Schofield, he'll throw it up. It is no good. but not that far away. 20-6 after 1 quarter of play. 5 3-pointers dropped in by Mountain View. We'll be back with the Reese Auto Service second period next on a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on mylocalradio.com and KNY and 99.1 FM.
A common thread, no matter.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports and activities, a romantic getaway, or business meetings. The best place to stay when you're in Casper is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. A beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, a pool, fitness center, and a fabulous indoor atrium. You can also reserve meeting rooms for your next event, and each stay includes an extended continental breakfast. Reserve your rooms today at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. Call 307-472-6300.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
At least I don't have one.
20-6 on the Benedict's Market and True Value boards. We welcome you into the second quarter, brought to you by Reese Auto Service. 8 minutes put onto the clock. Pinedale basketball moving from left to right. Back into the game after having to take an early seat, Caden Keating. He picked up 2 fouls. He passes over to the right side and dropped in. Pinedale out of the break gets 2 points in. That was by way of Chance Stevie. 20-8 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Kimball Madsen takes a screen from Brigham Blumel. Stevie gets caught, I think, trying to drive through it. Actually, I think it's number 3, Stevie, being pointed out. We'll see what the call is. Number 5, and Wyatt Forrester with the foul called. His first. 18 fouls for Pinedale, so Mountain View's first possession ends in 1-1 free throws. So far, Mountain View, I have them as not very good from the free throw line as Brigham Blumel misses. He's 1 of 3 now. Branson 0 for 2 and Hunter Gross 0 for 1. A pass from Hansen right through the hands of Forrester. Out of bounds. On forced air for Pinedale, gives it back to Mountain View. Braden Walk did not finish the first, but starts the Reese Auto Service second quarter on the court. He passes to Hunter Meeks, gives a screen to Branson. A little scoop shot, the finger roll, good by Luke Branson. Set up by the assist and the screen by Hunter Meeks.
That was a pretty shot by Luke.
That was a good finger roll. Reminiscent of one of your favorite players, George Gervin of the 1970s San Antonio Spurs in the ABA days. You remember him well, I know, Kate.
Yep.
Makes in transition, waits for the defense to go by. Off the glass, misses short, and it's back Pinedale's way.
I wish to say I was alive then, but I have no idea who they were.
Who the San Antonio Spurs are?
Well, I know him. I just don't know who you're talking about. Never met him.
Oh. Redmond drops a 3 from the top of the key. Well, he was synonymous with the finger roll. That's exactly what Luke Branson did. 3 ball, the second of the game for Pinedale. Hunter Meeks looks down to the blocks. Blumel turns around and takes him to task. Chance Stevie had no chance at all to finish. A defensive move against Brigham Blumel just towered over him. Crossover, Redmond into the paint. Draws contact and headed to the line.
As I'm putting in these stats for Mountain View, they are insane. They have so many people scoring the ball. Everyone's getting the boards. There's so far been 8 steals.
Yeah, and 6 players have already scored for Mountain View, 24 points. Redmond hits his first free throw. That's foul number 2 on Hunter Meeks. Yeah, the steals came fast and furious in the first quarter. Kimball Madsen had, 3?
He has 4.
4 steals for Madsen.
2 by Ashton, 1 by Hunter, and 1 by Braden.
Second free throw, no good for Redmond. 24-12 the score on the Benedict's Market and True Value board, second quarter. Brought to you by Reese Auto Service. Madsen goes to the left on the wing. Dishes off corner. Baseline drive, Schofield back to Madsen on the wing. To Branson, tries a key 3. Misses short, and Redmond on the rebound. 5:56 left in the second period. Mountain View doubling up Pinedale, but Pinedale hanging in this one. Redmond left wide open for a triple. misses long. Ashton Schofield on the board. Braden Walk starts to push the pace. And a timeout taken by Coach Reese. 30 seconds. That's the time we'll be back in. Reese Auto Service second quarter has us with 5:42 left. 24 points for Mountain View, 12 for the visiting Pinedale Wranglers on the opening day of 3A Southwest Conference play. This is a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com and KNY 99.1 FM.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
24-12 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Just 4 points for Mountain View in the quarter so far, brought to you by Reese Auto Service. Located in Lyman, working on any engine, small or large. Reese Auto Service. Braden Walk with the basketball for Mountain View. Stolen away by Pinedale. Hanson on the run. Euro step past Madsen, and Kimball called for the foul. Kimball's first. 7th team foul on Mountain View. 9-3 is how Mountain View finished the preseason and capped it off with wins over the Evanston varsity and the Star Valley Junior JV team, and that came down to Star Valley overscheduled their varsity season this year, so they ended up sending their JV to Lyman twice and to Mountain View once. I can't say I agreed with that move because they played their varsity out of state, and I guess I won't speculate any more than that, but Mountain View did what they needed to, and they had a tough time against that. In the end, they pulled away victorious and go 9-3 in the preseason. Branson into the lane, fouled as he goes up. And shots coming. 24-13 the score on the Benedict's Market and True Value board.
Luke's been aggressive going into the paint tonight. I don't know if I just haven't really paid attention or if we've just kind of had a longer break that I just don't remember, but he's been more aggressive than what I remember.
I think he had a couple of moves similar to that in Evanston, and that was sort of a new thing I'd seen from him. I think he's a little more confident. He didn't play varsity basketball last year. He was a sophomore, and they run a tighter rotation. They run about 7 guys here for the most part, unless there's foul trouble. A 2-trip by Branson. So I think as the season's moving along, he's gaining that confidence. 3 ball on the missed free throw by Braden Walk, no good. And Pinedale basketball, Hanson taking it across. 24-13 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. I think early on it was blowout city, but since then Pinedale has held on and kind of stalled the Mountain View offense, although some of that may be Mountain View stalling themselves by just falling cold from the field. A steal away, it's Braden Walk's basketball, crossover to the left, misses long on the triple. Those were hitting earlier, now they've fallen cold, and I think more than anything, that's the difference in this game from the first quarter to the second. Pass intended for the sideline, knocked out of bounds by Schofield. Ashton Schofield started the last 4 games for Mountain View now. Day 2 of the Saturday tournament in Pinedale, and then against Evanston, and I guess against Star Valley as well, and then that wasn't technically a varsity game, but steal away, Mountain View ahead to Branson from Walk. And 2 more points for Luke Branson. Branson in a 6-man role these last several games, though, doing pretty well and maybe more comfortable scoring in off the bench. Nice pass in the lane, Redmond cleans up the mess, puts it back up, and it's 2 on for Pinedale. 26-15 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Mountain View basketball moving from right to left. 4 minutes left in the Reese Auto Service second quarter. To the free throw line, Branson right side, Schofield with a triple. Misses short. Barnes muscles in the board and puts it in off the glass. Brecken Barnes with 2 points. Up ahead, Pinedale basketball. Hanson with it. Back to Hanson on the bounce pass. That was from Stevie. Into the lane, Hanson drives from the right wing inside. Split through 2 Mountain View defenders. Makes it 28-17. Pinedale's hitting some scores here and there. They hit just 1 field goal in the first quarter. They have 4 in this quarter. And an 11-point deficit. Mountain View with the lead and basketball in the Reese Auto Service second. 3:18 left before halftime. Schofield bounce pass to the baseline, looking into a double team. Barnes for Branson. Errant pass attempt. Luckily for Barnes, it went out of bounds. Stays with Mountain View. It was touched out by Raiden Keating. Inbound, Colton Royts makes his first appearance from Madsen to Branson. He slices through and goes from the right arm to the left and another layup. Branson, 6 points in the quarter, all of them athletic moves in the blocks.
He's been impressive tonight.
He has absolutely been impressive. And ball's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Mountain View was the call. I didn't see it go anywhere off a Mountain View player, but here we are, inbound Pinedale. Cole Redmond takes it from Keating. 2:51 left in the Reese Auto Service second. Hansen to the wing, fakes a three, steps over, left side Redmond to the corner. Keating drops one up and puts it down.
That was nothing but net.
Keating with his first field goal, and it's 30-20. Kimball Madsen on the right wing, then to Barnes. Up top, Braden walks, stutter steps out to his left side. Colton Royts, skip pass over to Madsen, tries a three ball, misses long. Barnes on the board, up top. Braden Walk with a three. Yes! Found his range one more time. 12 points all from beyond the arc for Braden. 33-20 on the Benedict's Marketed True Value board. Keating on the left corner for Pinedale. Drives in, tosses it up, no good. Branson on the rebound. Barnes up ahead to Walk. Walk drives in, goes to the baseline, misses, but to the line for two. He got slapped on the hand as he released the shot. Walk to the line for two.
Ashton Schofield's looking to check back in, as well as a few Pinedale players that I can't see their numbers.
First shot in by Braden. 13 points for Walk. Chance Stevie into the game for Pinedale. And it looks like Clayton, is that? Yeah, that is number 14. That's Clayton Rodefer in as well. Walk on the second. It's good. 14 points for Braden Walk. 35-20 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Stevie tosses to Horton. The freshman to Redmond, then skip wing to wing. Stevie, high dribble and a wild one out to Rodefer. Thinks about a three, puts it on the ground, hands off to Horton. He backs up, gives it to Stevie on the left corner. 1.5 minutes left. Free throw line pass to Redmond. Then a long two taken by Stevie, and he misses it off the glass. Shot too hard on that one. Rebounded by Luke Branson. Behind the back dribble, Walk, stutter steps to the left. Taking Stevie to a clinic there. Bounce pass from Schofield back to Braden. To the free throw line, Branson gives it back to Walk. 1:12 left in the Reese Auto Service second period. And a 15-point lead for Mountain View. Day one of the 3A Southwest Conference play. Royce looks into Branson. Mid-ranger, he's fouled. Leaned into that one. I think it's on Horton. 1-1 the call. Coulter Horton with his second. Branson with 6 points in the quarter. He's 0 of 4 from the free throw line. Make it 0 of 5. That's the big mark on Mountain View so far, is when they've had free throws. They have not converted.
I think that's going to be something that's going to be done in practice on Monday.
Branson hits the second. So make it 7 in the quarter for Luke. Inbound to Horton. He's trapped on the left sideline. Gives it to Redmond, back to Horton. 53 seconds left. Horton takes it across the timeline to Stevie at the free throw line. He passes off to Redmond on the right wing. Bounce pass, drive in, and Forrester's fouled by Luke Branson. Got called for the block. His Forrester tried to go baseline around. He got hooked by looked like the left shin of Branson.
It looked like it.
Puts him on the line for single bonus. 8th team foul on Mountain View. Branson's first. Shot by Forrester, rolling around, just falls out. Rebounded Branson. Forrester with 2 points, 2 of 3 shooting from the free throw line. No look pass to Branson, gives it off to Royce right side. He bobble stepped and jumbled the ball around and hit the sideline and out of bounds. Turnover back to Pinedale. 34.4 left in the Reese Auto Service second period. Hunter Gross gets in just before the end of the half for Brecken Barnes. No substitutions on Pinedale's side. Horton to Stevie, across to Rodefer. Redmond on the left wing with 27 seconds. Pinedale basketball from left to right. Pinedale down by 16 points. Looking for a shot to end the half and maybe cut it into the lead. Out to the left side, Rodefer. Good shot fake, but dribbles it off his foot on the baseline drive. Back to Mountain View, 15 seconds left.
You know, right now as it stands, Pinedale is standing at 12 turnovers.
That's a high amount, and that's just the type of game it's been. Partially on their side and partially to Mountain View's defense. Backdoor cut, and Schofield misses the alley-oop pass from Royce. 4 seconds left, Redmond with the rebound. To Forrester, three-quarter court shot is up and short. 36-20 at the end of the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard at the end of the Reese Auto Service second period. Pinedale scored 14 points in that quarter compared to 6 in the first. Mountain View scored 16 compared to 20 in their first. 36-20, the score on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Halftime coming up next.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires that offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we know our members by name and we love working with them face-to-face. But did you know that members can also handle almost all banking online? Everything from managing your accounts and paying bills to applying for all types of loans. It's simple and we're happy to help you get started. Join Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep. In the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
Welcome to the half as we'll get Coach Jess Moretti, and then we'll give you some stats right after that. But Coach Moretti came up to join us, so we'll get her right in. Game one, we knew it wasn't going to be an easy one. Pinedale, and you just look at the comparison. You both played Worland, and you both played them very tight. It was a 2-point game either way, both sides. So you and Pinedale expected a close one. How'd you feel about the victory today?
Oh, man, that's a big win for us. You know, start the conference off. Taking care of that win, and you know, we knew it was going to be tough. They're a very athletic team. They're very fast. we've always said that program's turning around. They have lots of good things to come, and so that's a big win for us, and sometimes people look at rankings, and rankings are rankings, but I knew it was going to be, down to the wire, and lucky for us, we shot 11 from 12 from the line.
Yeah.
So, and they shot us equally well. They shot 9 of 10, and so that was a great basketball game.
I think when you start the conference season, if you're looking at 4A rankings, most 4A teams have played a lot of 4A teams in that preseason. In 3A, it's all over the map. Some teams have played each other. Some haven't seen anyone. Some have played a lot of 1A teams. Some have played. The records are just all over. So I came in looking at Pinedale and just seeing them play and seeing how they played against other teams, knew they'd be tough, and they certainly are, and it's not going to be an easy one when you go up there again.
Oh, no, absolutely not. That's one you don't ever want to say that, there's teams that do make you a little bit nervous, and we got to make sure that we're on. And that was, absolutely a team that has been on our radar, honestly, since last year, because we knew kind of what they had coming back, and they have some very experienced girls on there, and they're a great basketball team.
Bailey Henstra goes 4 of 4 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter. That helped ice the victory.
Yeah, absolutely. She's got her percentage to start the season was a little bit down, and she has really worked on those, to make sure that she's able to contribute from the line when she gets there. That's been a focus for her, and so that was great.
Well, you got Big Piney tomorrow, and if you can get that one, it'd be a great start to go 2-0 to the conference season. Then you got it's 2 weeks off. Then you would play that third game that we won't talk about till a little bit later.
Yeah, it is. We got Big Piney tomorrow. Another thing, that program's turning around good as well. And so they're doing some good things and definitely improving. And so, we're treating it just as same level of game as today. As far as that goes, so we make sure that we take care of that one first. Next week, we actually picked up a game against Cokeville on Thursday. We're going to Cokeville.
Okay.
They ended up having I think weather cancellation, and so we picked a game up with them.
Just a girls game?
Just a girls varsity game, and that'll be at 6 o'clock in Cokeville on Thursday. And then we actually have Saratoga. We've never had them here, so we're going to be hosting them on Saturday at home as well. So,
wow.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe we can add that onto the schedule. I'm writing it down right now.
Perfect.
Coach Moretti, thanks for joining us at post-game for you, halftime for this boys' game. And congratulations on that 1-0 start. It was a nail-biter down to the end, but you're able to pull it off.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
We'll take a break, come back with halftime stats right after this on a First Bank presentation of Mountain View Basketball on MyLocalRadio.com.
A common thread, no matter where you live in Wyoming, is that if you're heading somewhere, it's probably going to be a while until you get there. A lot can go wrong on these long road trips across this great state. And if you ever find yourself broke down on the side of the road, it's time to call Glade Erickson at Bridger Valley Motor to come pick you up, day or night. Bridger Valley Motor offers 24-hour towing services. If you need a tow, you need to call Glade on his cell phone at 307-780-3280. Bridger Valley Motor is here to pick you up if your lift ever lets you down. 307-780-3280.
Sometimes getting the whole family scheduled for a dental appointment is hard. Different days, different times, and then how do you pay for it all? These problems have been solved by Black's Fork Dental in Mountain View because we serve patients of all ages. It's easy to schedule the whole family on the same day, so you just make one trip. We accept most insurances, and if you don't have insurance, we offer an in-house discount so the whole family can have a healthy smile. Don't wait. Call today. Black's Fork Dental in Mountain View, 307-782-3630.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
Still at the half here, but just about 2.5 minutes before the beginning of the third period. Stats for the first half, Mountain View's led by Braden Walk with 14 points. 5 by Kimball Matson, 3 from Ashton Schofield and Brigham Blumell, and then 7 from Luke Branson off the bench, 2 from Brecken Barnes, and 2 by Hunter Gross. Pinedale, conversely, has just 4 players to score. 7 by Cole Redmond, 6 from Colton Hansen. Actually 5 players. All the starters have scored. Raiden Keating with a 3. Wyatt Forrester with 2. Chance Stevie with 2. Kate? What do we have shooting-wise, rebounds, turnovers, and all that?
All that fun stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so what we have as far as field goal percentage goes for Mountain View, they're sitting at 46%, whereas Pinedale is sitting at 32%. When you get a little bit deeper, from 2, they're shooting 58%. That's Mountain View. They're shooting 38% from 3, 27% from the free throw line, and that needs to improve going forward.
That's the one mark you could have for Mountain View in the first half. However, turnover-wise, they really lit it up against Pinedale.
They really did. Rebounds are sitting at 17 compared to Pinedale. They're only sitting at 9 turnovers. Mountain View is only at 4, whereas Pinedale is at 12.
And 12, that extrapolates out to 24. I think they cleaned it up a little bit in the second period. However, there's still moments where they just gave the ball away.
Oh, yeah. But credit to the defense. From what I count, they have 9 steals.
Yeah.
So only 3 of those were intentionally just thrown away. Otherwise, a player got in there and stole the ball.
And most of those throwaways, I think, came in the second quarter. Kimball Matson was a tear in the first half defensively. 4 steals?
Yeah, 4 steals.
36-20, 42 seconds before the start of the third quarter. We'll be back with that after this.
Whatever you need, it's likely that Bradshaw's and Lyman can help. Whether it's windows at home or new glass in your car, truck, SUV, or semi, Bradshaw's has it. Tires? Yes. All vehicles, ATVs, semis, and more. Bradshaw's offers a 24-hour towing service for everything large to small. And the Bradshaw Fitness Center is open 24/7. There's more, so always call Bradshaw's first. Whatever you need, it's likely they can help. 307-787-3450. Again, that's 307-787-3450.
Hi, this is Chase Sawyer with Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction. Our company has helped thousands of people put their homes, businesses, and lives back together after a fire, flood, storm, or other disastrous event. We work with all insurance companies, and we work for you by being professional, fair, and honest. Our certified technicians are trained in every aspect of restoration, so we can complete each project in a fast and satisfactory way. Call us today, 307-741-7000. Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction.
We appreciate our pregame sponsors, Sawyer's Disaster Cleanup and Construction and Bradshaw's Glass Towing and Fitness, with that first look each and every game. We'll be back with a doubleheader in Pinedale tomorrow against Lyman. Third quarter starts, Mountain View basketball up by 16 over Pinedale. Wing 3 by Braden Walk. He drops it in. That's triple number 5 for Braden.
Way to start the second half.
17 points for Walk. Only player of Mountain View in double digits. Partial block by Brigham Blumel on the transition bucket attempt by Stevie. He gets his own board and knocks it away. And then a Mountain View rebound is stolen away by Hansen. He goes up for a layup and is fouled by Schofield. Ashton with one big block already, trying to get a second, but got bodied.
It happens.
I think it came after the ball went through. I think he kept, kept the motion.
Yeah.
Got called for the swing around. 39-20 as Hansen misses his first free throw. 7:25 left in the third period. Second free throw, good. 7 players for Mountain View have scored by my count. Kimball Matson throws it, intended for Blumel, but it goes off the square on the hoop. Bounces back behind the timeline, so Walk has to let it roll out of bounds. Kimball was a quarterback and at times had accuracy issues. That was one of them there. He was looking for Blumel and he fired it with a lot of power. It just missed.
Someone can't be perfect all the time.
No, that was a rare. Usually the passes are pretty crisp for Mountain View. They do take pretty good care of the ball. Ball dribbled off the foot. I think that was Stevie there. And it's back Mountain View's way. Walk across the timeline, passing to Matson. Out to Schofield, tries a quick 3, and it drops down. Ashton Schofield hit one just like that at the beginning of the game as well. He gets it at the corner, fires it up immediately. The lefty delivers. 42-21 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Schofield knocks a pass out of bounds. He's been active in the passing lanes today. Hansen back to Stevie, to the free throw line. Redmond gives it off to Stevie. Fakes, dribbles to the right, bounce pass from wing to wing to the free throw line. Redmond pushes it over the heads of Meeks misses. Schofield on the board. Braden Walk up ahead to Madsen at the left corner for a triple. It's short, still rolling, and into the hands of Madsen. Deep three tried up by Walk. He misses off to the left. 42-21 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Redmond drives into the lane. Misses. Had the double clutch shot and sent Blue Mel down to the ground. I think Brigham was maybe trying to draw an offensive foul. Out of bounds, Pinedale basketball. Keating with the inbound. Throws it over the head of Redmond. He collects it with his forehead. Out to Keating on the right corner. Baseline drive, stepped out of bounds, but he also got blocked by Madsen. Kimball's second or third? It's his third, so that's the reason for the look of despair on Madsen's face as he has to come out. Luke Branson, though, silver lining, had 7 points in the second quarter and played very well in relief. So Branson checks in. Forrester out to the left corner. Hansen dribbles to the wing, left open, tries a three, misses off the handle. Redmond on the putback, no good. Luke Branson makes an immediate impact with the rebound. Up ahead, Walk to Schofield, back to Walk. It's stolen away by Hansen. Meeks trying to chase him down, and he fouls him from behind. Hunter stares down the ref, puts his hands over his mouth, and now is giggling as he walks away. That's foul number 3, I think, on Meeks as well. Yes, it is.
Barnes will come in for him.
Yeah, Brecken comes in, and just like that, 2 starters are out with 5:52 left in the third period. Colton Hansen at the free throw line makes his first. Just 6 field goals in the entire game for Pinedale.
Yeah.
Most of their points have come from the free throw line. Well, maybe not most, but most of their shots made, I should say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now shots, 8 or 9 shots they made from the free throw line as Hansen makes his second. So not the most points, but the most shots they've made have been from the free throw line. Blue Mel splits through 2 defenders, races his way right through in the paint, and it's 2 points on the board. Mountain View with a quick response score.
Not a point guard, but he sure acted like it there.
Blue Mel with 5 points in the game. Toss out Keating for Pinedale with a wing 3, misses it. Walk comes up with the board. Schofield's running the lanes, takes it, scoops it up, hits the bottom of the backboard, and is out of bounds. Well, Schofield had it. He was open, but found himself collecting the ball under the hoop and had to throw up a little weak attempt right under the basket. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back. A kicked ball violation on Walk as Hansen threw it off his foot. That was close to a legal play. I just barely saw a movement out of Walk's foot. Keating inbounds to Hansen. Quick across the timeline for Pinedale, moving from right to left in the green jerseys. Hansen backs up at the MV middle of the circle, jump line. Swing around to the left corner. Keating races past Barnes, throws it out right side. He was looking for Forrester, but Hansen had to collect the loose ball. And Keating travels with it, driving in baseline.
A lot of players have had problems with that first step this year.
Yeah, 44-23 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Third quarter, 4:54 left. This is a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN 99.1 FM.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
44-23 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board with 4:54 left in the third period. Mountain View certainly had control of this game all contest long. Foul trouble giving them a little bit of pause with who they can have out there. They run about 7 deep, and they're at that limit right now. But overall, I wouldn't say any reason to concern for these Buffs.
No. If they played like this, they could definitely be state contenders without a doubt if that free throw percentage could maybe raise a little bit more.
Yeah, not tried one this quarter, but you said it was, what, 27%?
27%.
And on the season, they had their free throw issues here and there, and shooting as a team 62%. Pinedale actually below that at 56%. Mountain View ranked as the 3rd team in the state behind Warland and Lander. Branson finds it on a block-to-block pass. He converts and is fouled. Bucket goes. 46-23. You know, on the girls' side, there's that big team, Douglas. It's really Douglas, and probably everyone else is probably playing for second. I mean, if you get to that championship, you're going to have to play the game of your life. Braden Walk hits his 6th three-pointer of the day after the missed free throw.
That was deep, too.
Yeah, that was a good one. Loose ball, Brigham Blumel chases it down. It's layup, not quite. Schofield with the putback. He's fouled. 2 shots. Upset he couldn't get that one in. And I was slow putting those points up. Who had that free throw miss there before the Braden Walk?
That was Luke. That was Branson.
Okay. I did have his 2 down. I just wanted to make sure that was the player to attribute that free throw miss. He's at the line, or Schofield's at the line for 2. Makes it. Schofield's first free throw. And you know, part of the free throw shooting problems that Coach Reese has talked about this year is getting the right guys that need to get to the free throw line to the line. Braden Walk is a good free throw shooter.
Oh, yeah.
And he's 2 of 2 from the line today. You know, but if Branson, he's 2 of 2, or Schofield rather, he's 2 of 2 from the line. But other guys are shooting those, and they'll continue to try to improve throughout, but he mentioned that last week, that he needs some guys, he wants some guys to attack maybe more often than they are. Brecken Barnes comes away with a steal behind the back dribble for Braden Walk. The way he's shooting from beyond the arc today, though, I might leave him out there and say keep trying your luck from deep. That last one he hit was way out from the wing, probably near NBA range.
Yeah, he's sitting right now 6 of 11.
And that's over 50% by my count. What's that?
55%.
55. Deep wing 3 again for Braden, a little bit long. Schofield had it on the palm of his hand, but popped out, so no rebound for Mountain View. Instead, it's Pinedale's way. Cole Redmond with a 3-point shot, stolen away by Schofield. A loose ball collected back up by Forrester. Horton with a triple from the corner in.
He looked like he wasn't going to take it, but then he's like, I'm open, I'm going to try it.
Methodical, slow rising shot for Horton, too, the freshman. First points today, 51-26. Walk a little bit frantically across the timeline to Branson. Opens up Barnes. Misses on the left block. Still battling for the board. Brigham Blumel comes up with it. Schofield, 3! 3rd triple for Ashton Schofield, and he has 11. 54-26 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Out to the left side, Horton. Hunter Gross moving into the check-in table along with it. Is that Colton Reutz for Mountain View?
Yes, it is.
Coming at the next dead ball. Hansen tries a 3 from the left corner. Pops it off the front of the rim, and it rolls over the backboard. Out of bounds, 54-26. Reutz and Gross in for Schofield and Barnes. Blumel out, so Barnes stays in. I thought he was heading out for a second.
He looked like he was. I think they just got confused on who was going in for who.
Barnes stays in. Blumel is out. Reutz trapped. Gives it off to Hansen. So a steal for Pinedale and layup in transition. Fast break bucket for Pinedale has been hard to come by for them today. Second field goal of the quarter for the Wranglers. 54-28 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Reutz tosses it past the hands of Gross. Turnover, Mountain View.
Just a little too hard.
54-28 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Redmond baseline drive against Walk. Bank shot no good, couldn't find the angle. Rebound by Keating, and he puts it in. 5 points for Keating, 54-30. 24-point lead for the Buffs. Branson on the left sideline to Walk. 1:45 left. A sense of urgency on this Mountain View team. Walk misses a layup. Brecken Barnes with the putback shot and a timeout by Mountain View. That time, Walk opted to drive. He missed it, but Barnes was there to clean up the mess. 56-30. Mountain View leads Pinedale on a First Bank presentation of Mountain View football, Mountain View basketball on mylocalradio.com.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
I said a Mountain View football presentation. I'm out of the break, and that might have been because Brecken Barnes, an all-state football player, looking like a lineman down in the paint on that rebound and putback. You mentioned earlier, there's a lot that goes into basketball. It's not all offense and scoring. Defense, rebounding, strength in the paint. That's something that Brecken Barnes is able to provide off the bench, and it showed there getting Mountain View a bucket when it looked like the offense was been a little frantic as of late.
Yeah.
Transition shot attempt for Pinedale, missed by Stevie. And Barnes comes away with the block steal combo there. Say his name one more time. Left to right, Gross screens for Branson, to Barnes, looks over right side, screens for Walk with the basketball. Backing up to Gross, looking to Barnes, in the blocks, bank shot, good. 2 more for Brecken. 6 in the game for Barnes. He's not a lighted up scorer guy. I think he probably averages 4 a game and 2.3, even less than that. But 6 points, a good offensive outputting today against the outstretched arms of Hunter Gross. A miss by the 5'9" Wyatt Forrester. Transition, Barnes make it 8 points. The pass from Branson. And they're rewarding Brecken for his tough defense and running the lanes. He's getting layups here. 60-30 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Stevie turns around, off to Keating. Fakes a shot against Walk and then throws it off the bottom of the backboard. Back Mountain View's way, and Reutz is fouled. Well, as opposed to last half when we were ending this first quarter with the 6th team foul, this is just the 3rd for Pinedale in the half. 2nd on Forrester. 29.1 seconds left in the 3rd period. A 30-point advantage for Mountain View. Oh, never mind. Wow, that wasn't Stevie. That was number 5 on Hanson. He's gone. I misread that altogether.
Well, they have it backwards on the board.
No, never mind. That is, 5-2.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
I can't read. You can tell I said I'm not at 100%. I'm working my way back here. Foul number 2 on Forrester as he comes out. He was getting a round of applause, which made me think he was done.
Well, that's what I thought too.
9 seconds left. Braden Walk with the basketball. Branson back to Walk, a deep 3. Not too long. Rebound, Pinedale. Quarter ends. Mountain View 60. Pinedale 30. Meeks and Madsen and Blumel will all come in to start the Big Country Properties 4th period.
And Schofield.
And Schofield after this. This is a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on mylocalradio.com and KNY and 99.1 FM.
An infected tooth can cause discomfort and serious harm to your health. At Wyoming Dental Specialties, endodontist Dr. Leslie Walker understands the complexities removing infected tissues from inside the tooth, which is one reason why you can trust him to provide endodontic treatment and root canal therapy. With a skilled staff and state-of-the-art technology in our office, we help save your smile and improve your overall dental health. Call today to schedule your appointment, 307-789-5608.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
Big Country Properties brings you quarter number 4 action. Pinedale with the basketball trails Mountain View 60-30 on the Benedict's Market and True Value scoreboard. Colton Hansen is not fouled out.
No.
He just checked out.
Got a round of applause for it.
Got a round of applause for the checkout. Top of the key three. No good. Rebound by Forrester. And that ball trickles out of his hands to Madsen. He's guarded tightly, and a good baseball pass up ahead to Schofield. Meeks to Branson. He'll try a three from the wing. It's in! First triple from Luke Branson. 12 in the game overall for Luke. It's been an even offensive performance for a lot of Mountain View Buffs in this conference opener. Redmond in the blocks. Block from behind going up against Meeks. And then a jump ball tie-up. Should be Mountain View possession. And Pinedale started with the possession in the fourth, and there we are.
Yep.
63-30, Big Country Properties is the #1 listing and selling agency in the Bridger Valley with properties to buy in both Uinta and Lincoln County. Meeks, no look pass to Blue Mel. He just collected it before it went out of bounds. Branson for another three. Oh, nothing but net. How pretty is the shot of Luke Branson tonight?
It's very pretty.
66-30 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Forrester trapped by Madsen, and he stepped over the line. Pass back to Stevie, and he's fuming. He touched it with his back right heel. Is that the heel? The back of your foot? That's the heel, right?
I think it was his toe, but his foot was over them.
Oh, his toe. It was the front of his foot.
Yeah.
Either way, it touched that black line at midcourt. 66-30. 6:45 left in the Big Country Properties, fourth quarter. Well, they were a little late on the underscreen as Madsen was ready to pass for Schofield, but he, like Branson, was still on the right side of the court. So now they'll try it. Over to Schofield. Defense quick to come out, and a travel called on Schofield. 6:31 left. 1 minute and 29 seconds gone by. Broker Bobby Dalzall is there at 782-3356, or you can always visit bigcountryproperties.com. 6:25 left, and a pinball pass around off the hands of Redmond, off of Forrester, and out of bounds. Sideline to sideline passes for both teams have not had high percentages today.
No.
66-30. And we have a wholesale substitution upcoming.
Oh, wow.
For Pinedale and for Mountain View as well. Travel by Meeks. Might be a little early, though. I would get it to 40 points if I was Mountain View.
Yeah?
Well, you get the running clock. Get out of there healthy. Instead, that travel turns it over, and we have all new players on the court for Mountain View and for Pinedale. Now, I know Colton Reutz and Hunter Gross and Brecken Barnes out there. However, because the varsity numbers don't add up to what they list on the roster,
oh, man,
we're not sure who necessarily the players are. The other two. I think one of them might be Newton. I know Caden Sweep's not out there. I'll see if I can get that in a second.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to add anyone
Yeah,
today.
I think we all were. 21 with the foul. I think that might be Michael Newton. 66-30 the score on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Yeah, the roster doesn't add up. They don't have the right numbers on it, so that won't do us any good.
All right, fine.
Pinedale basketball, 5:53. I'm going to try to take a look down at that scorebook when I get my first chance. Throw up top to Horton. He just gives it off to Reutz, and Colton Reutz with the layup misses. Foul called, and is Colton Reutz headed to the free throw line? Yes, he is. And I don't know if I could just step over your shoulder there. I'm just trying to get a couple of numbers for Mountain View. If I can just take a picture really quickly. Sorry, we don't have varsity numbers don't always add up. Thank you very much. Okay, we got pictures now. Michael Newton is that number 21.
Okay. Who's number 11?
Well, find out in just a second. Colton Reutz makes his first free throw. Second, no good. Gross on the rebound, though. One dribble up and fouled. Fouled by Rodefer. Okay, what do we got here? Michaeli.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
At some point, we'll remember all these guys. They get in intermittently. Connor Michaeli listed in the roster, or listed, on the roster as number 5, wearing number 11 on the varsity jersey. Free throws, 1 of 2 for Hunter Gross. And we're at 68-30. Pinedale basketball from right to left. And a steal. Colton Royce backing up, looking off to Newton. Right side to Gross, 5:18 left. 1 bucket here, and it's a running clock. Michaeli drives in, off to Barnes, out to the right corner. Royce for a triple. It's in! 71-30 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. And that does it for the running clock. It has started.
Way to start conference.
Yeah, 71-30 lead in the 4th period. Take on Pinedale tomorrow. Step back shot by Horton, no good from distance. Royce on the board again. Gross in transition. Left side layup with the right hand. It's in. 73-30. Well, the clock will stop at timeouts, but that's about it the rest of the way. We'll take it with them. 4:34 left in the Big Country Properties 4th period. Mountain View leads on the Benedict's Market and True Value board over Pinedale, 73-30. This is a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com and KNY and 99.1 FM.
Sometimes getting the whole family scheduled for a dental appointment is hard. Different days, different times, and then how do you pay for it all? These problems have been solved by Black's Fork Dental in Mountain View because we serve patients of all ages. It's easy to schedule the whole family on the same day, so you just make one trip. We accept most insurances, and if you don't have insurance, we offer an in-house discount so the whole family can have a healthy smile. Don't wait. Call today. Black's Fork Dental in Mountain View, 307-782-3630.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
the Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
4th quarter continues, brought to you by Big Country Properties. Visit bigcountryproperties.com. Mountain View basketball after a turnover for Pinedale. We're coming out of the commercial break. Royce to Brecken Barnes to Michaeli at the right wing. Hunter Gross passes to Royce. He hit the triple to put us at running clock. Michaeli drives into the lane, beats everyone, but misses off the front iron on the finger roll. Whistle blown for a... We should have a running clock. Why is the clock stopped? We need to run the clock. Clock needs to... Oh, now the referee's coming to the scorer's table. Sometimes I'm close enough. I was saying that over again not to yell at them, but sometimes they can hear me if I'm close to the scorer. Now we have that clock moving, and it will not stop outside of timeouts. Doug Rada into the game. He's getting some of these Pinedale guys in. Jacob Bain. Jackson Harbor. And Gage Zook. And, of course, the freshman, Horton, he'd been in a few times. Drive in, free throw line shot up, rattling around the rim, missed by Rada. In transition, Mountain View's way. Newton's tied up with Horton. And we called a jump ball. Baseline inbound for Mountain View. Michaeli, the trigger man, tosses up to Gross. He goes straight at the hoop and is fouled.
What a night by Gross.
Yeah, he's getting his chances. And he went 1 of 2 from the line, or 1 of 3 from the line so far in 2 trips. 7 points. Single bonus. Or no, that was after the make, excuse me. The and 1 is in. So 2 of 4. 2:35 left. 76-30 on the Benedict's Market and True Value board. Looking around at Zook on the right corner. Hands off to Rada on the left wing. 2:22 left. Bounce pass, poked away by Royce, but then picked back up Shot missed. That was by Bain. Loose ball picked up by Michael Newton. Across the timeline, Gross throws it left side to Colton Royce, then to Barnes at the top of the key. 2 minutes left. Newton dribbling to Gross. Missed pass there, turned over. Pinedale way, Harbor on the run, up the middle, loses control of the dribble. Guarded by Gross, tries to throw a baseline pass, goes off the knee of Bain. Rada tosses up an air ball. Michael Newton with the rebound for Mountain View. 1:40 left, and Mountain View about to get their 10th win of the season. Improved to 10-3 on the year. And most importantly, 1-0 on the Southwest 3A conference season. Look into the post, Newton has the ball knocked out of bounds by Bain. He was looking for Brecken Barnes there. And a new check-in for Pinedale with 1:15 left. Timothy Hostler. This three ball by, that was Michaeli. Rebound from Barnes. Royce back to Michaeli. 1:04 left. Elbow pass to Barnes. Back to Royce. He'll try a key three. Misses a bit shy. Chase down board from Gross to Barnes. Free throw line shot. No good. Down to the final minute.
Trying to keep up with all these rebounds and shots.
Yeah, a whole lot. That's what end of the games and running clocks are good for, just trying to keep up. Horton passes out to Zook. He spins around, rejected by Royce, but a foul called, and that should do it. 30 seconds left and 2 free throws coming up. We may get one, maybe 2.
It's amazing how fast 2.5 minutes goes when it's just a running clock.
Oh, yeah. First free throw, good. Gage Zook on the scoreboard.
Better not take too long with the second.
He's got 6 seconds left to put up the final shot of the game, down to 3, 2, 1. It's in, and Gage Zook ends the game 76-32. Mountain View victorious over Pinedale on day 1 of the 3A Southwest Conference season. Mountain View 10-3 and 1-0. Pinedale drops to 0-1. They'll take on Lyman on their home court in Pinedale tomorrow. We'll be back with post-game coverage. Hand out the Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the game when we return on this First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com and KNY at 99.1 FM.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
$76-32, the final in the Benedict's Market and True Value board. I was still adding up some stats as we had a lot of players come in at the end of the game, and some of them got some points. If you're Hunter Gross, you got quite a few in the fourth quarter. I've got him with 6-8 in the game for Gross. We got Mountain View added up. I'll add up Pinedale right now, but an impressive win on day one of the conference season for Mountain View. Pinedale looking for answers. They'll try against Lyman tomorrow. That's a 4:30 tip-off, and we'll have that right here on KNYN 99.1 and MyLocalRadio.com with the video stream as well. Colton Hansen, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for him. I think Colton Hansen might have led the way. Is that what you have, Kate, for Pinedale? Colton Hansen leading the way with 11 points?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got everything added up. 20 points for Braden Walk on the Mountain View side, 11 by Ashton Schofield, and 15 from Luke Branson. And then a lot of points other places. Brecken Barnes with 8, Hunter Gross with 8, 5 from Kimball Madsen, 5 by Brigham Blue Mel, 4 from Colton Reutz, and in all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Mountain View Buffs get on the scoreboard. That's as good as we've seen. They look good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, the Pinedale's not probably going to be a state contending team or a team bidding for that. So they'd be a surprise to get into that state bid from what I've seen throughout their season. But when they spread the ball around, I really like this Mountain View team.
It's a very good team when they're able to spread the ball around, when they're able to box out and get those boards that they need to get, that all the players are able to contribute. Altogether, I have 35 rebounds for Mountain View.
It's a good day. It's a bit above their season average. On the scoring for Pinedale, 11 from Colton Hansen leads the way, 7 by Cole Redmond, 5 from Raiden Keating, 2 by Wyatt Forrester, 2 by Chance Stevie, 3 from Gage Zook, and 2 by, 2 by Gage Zook, and 3 by Coulter Horton. That's the scoring for Pinedale. And turnovers were really different in the first half. How did that end up?
So Pinedale ended with 21 turnovers.
And they're on pace for 24, and, the running clock kind of stopped everything. And who knows, we may have missed something here or there at the end of that game, but the game was over with about 5 minutes left as you just run that clock out. A lot of turnovers, and for Mountain View, they've taken pretty good care of the ball this year, and they did again tonight.
They did. As far as the stats go for Mountain View, they set at 50% shooting from the field, whereas Pinedale not so much. They were at 24%.
50% to 24 in the field?
Yep.
What about from 3?
From 3, you're looking at from Mountain View, they shot 45%. Pinedale shot 25.
45%. That might be a season high for them. That is a great day at the, around the whole three-point arc. And they got it from multiple places. Luke hit him. Braden Walk, of course, was unconscious from distance. He got all of his field goals from 3.
Braden shot 6. Colton Reutz hit 1. Luke Branson had 2. Ashton had 3. And Kimball had 1.
So on the year, they shot 40% or 47%, 8 of 17 last Friday against Evanston. 50% early on in the year in a 61-33 win over Farson Eden. They went 8 of 16. And 6 of 14, which is 43% from 3 against Warland. But their shots today, that was 6-8. Those 8 shots made. That was their previous season high. How many three-pointers did they have today with Braden having 6 up by himself?
They had 13 threes out of 29.
Yeah, so maybe that definitely their best day from distance today,
yeah.
And they could really do no wrong from beyond the arc. Dr. McKay Franklin, precision play of the game. We could go some different places with that. We'll think about that over the ad break and come back with that to close out this broadcast. Again, Mountain View sweeps on opening night of conference. Both the girls and boys come away victorious. We'll be back to close this out on a First Bank presentation of Mountain View basketball on MyLocalRadio.com.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Franklin. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils! Super kids deserve super care. Experience the difference with board-certified pediatricians Alan Brown, MD, and Bird Gilmartin, MD, at Uinta Medical Group. Whether it's tracking your child's overall health at Well Child Checks or helping your little ones feel better when they're sick, Dr. Brown and Dr. Gilmartin are here to help your child grow, learn, and thrive. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Brown or Dr. Gilmartin by calling 307-789-WELL 9355 or visit evanstonanytime.com.
At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we know our members by name and we love working with them face-to-face. But did you know that members can also handle almost all banking online? Everything from managing your accounts and paying bills to applying for all types of loans. It's simple and we're happy to help you get started. Join Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
Meet the service and parts department staff at Auto Farm Chevrolet. We work on almost every type of vehicle, foreign and domestic. We also sell parts and accessories for almost all makes and models. Our staff is friendly and well-trained, and we are here to serve you. Open Monday through Friday beginning at 7:30 a.m., we invite you to Auto Farm Chevrolet for all your parts and for all your service needs. 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a community-driven dealer.
Out of the break and one more time here from Mountain View. Time for the Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Plays of the game. Well, we had a lot of places to go today. Braden Walk hits 6 3-pointers, finishes with 20 points. Luke Branson comes alive on his role off the bench and provides a lot of minutes with some players in foul trouble. Kimball Matson, tough defensively, and Hunter Gross having a bit of a breakout game in the late minutes of that as well. Kate, I'll let you start. Where are you going today?
You know what? I have to go with Kimball Masson. He had 4 steals that, from what I remember, was 7 points. Not necessarily by him, but whether it be by Braden or by Luke or by Ashton, that led to an offensive breakout that really got this Mountain View team really starting to get that running clock going.
And a guy who was on a recipient of at least a couple of those steals in the scoring end, Luke Branson, is my pick for tonight's Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the game. He comes off the bench as he's been doing as of late, and you know, it hasn't changed his game at all. If anything, he's been more involved offensively as he hit a couple from distance in the fourth quarter, finished with 15 behind only Braden Walk, had 7 points in that second quarter, and then finished off with 8 in the second half, a 2-ball in the third, and 2 threes in the fourth. That's my Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the game. Luke Branson and Kimball Matson. Dr. McKay Franklin bringing you precision plays of the game through all sports across the Bridger Valley throughout this 2019-2020 season. That'll do it for us today. We're back tomorrow. Pre-game at about 2:45 in Pinedale against the Pinedale Wranglers and the Lyman Eagles. See how that goes on day 2 of the Southwest Conference. Mountain View will be in Big Piney tomorrow. Lyman was playing host to Big Piney today. Don't have any results on those games, but 76-32 the final. Mountain View defeats Pinedale on the boys' side, and 53-44 the girls defeat Pinedale to start 2-0 combined. For Kate Bollinger, I'm Jake Hibbard. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time around.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media. Today's executive producer is Val Cook. We appreciate you tuning in to this MyLocalRadio.com exclusive of Mountain View Buffaloes Athletics. We would like to take a moment to thank all of our sponsors and partners who make this all possible. And of course, thank you for tuning in. Check out our website for more information about future Mountain View broadcasts, or like us on Facebook to stay up to date with the games. Until next time, go Buffs!